What's going on, guys? I know that everybody has been asking, when are we doing the Rogue One commentary? Well, you're getting it, and you're getting it today. And what a crew we have today. Mark Ellis holding up the Rogue One box. How you doing, buddy?
I saw this movie 4 times, start to finish, in a theater, and then I saw it 2 other times sneaking in at the end for a certain scene.
All right. Well, right next to him is not Mark Ellis again. It's Ken Knapsack. Hello, Kenneth.
Glad to be here, Christian.
Oh,
no,
good.
really, I am. That sounded insincere, but I went through an emotional journey in my viewing to Rogue One, and I'm happy to be back.
Well, we laughed about it this morning. We said, I would have said to you 5 years ago, you have to come to work today and watch Star Wars for 2 hours.
Yeah, I almost called out sick, and then you reminded me about this.
Now, John's missing because he lost his wallet at a restaurant. All right, let's get
There's a bet going down right now
What?
that he thinks that he's not going to find it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's in John's car.
Jeremy Johns' car or John's
That's
car?
Campea's
an
car.
option,
Oh,
too.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find that out and many more as we get into Rogue One. Now, get to your Blu-ray when you have it or your digital. Get to the Lucasfilm thing about 3 seconds in. I put up 2 fingers when I say 3. But go 3 seconds in and to the Lucasfilm logo, and that is where we're going to start. And hit it, Dennis. Hit it, Dennis. All right, now we're at 5 seconds. Here we go.
7, 8, 9.
All right, good. You get it.
All right, we're at the opening crawl text. Oh, wait! Oh,
I
wait!
mean, it
Now
still
I know where
started
this
with
takes
that.
place.
There's no crawl text.
It started with,
No.
yeah, that music.
If you didn't have, if you told me I can't have crawl text in this movie, that's the way you start it because you still get
It's
a
a good
loud
shot,
noise, you get a cool pan, like it still feels like Star Wars to me.
It still does. I just still feel as though an opening crawl was needed, but I understand their decision not to.
I think
I
that-
respect the creative decision.
I still think they could have used it. I think it would have been
Oh,
a nice way to
definitely.
do everything that they do here.
yeah.
But here's the problem with that is that because this one scene that we're about to watch
Yeah.
is kind of like a flashback, or we flash
Right.
forward 20 years, so it's hard to set context for one scene when we're going to be skipping ahead again 20 years.
Well,
so.
they counted this cold open as their crawl,
I
as
get
you
it.
were
I
probably
get
going to
it.
say. And again, I respect them
How
being.
gorgeous is that, though?
Oh, it's a
Look at
great
that
shot. It's a great shot. That's one of the things I love, and you'll hear me say it time and time again about this movie. Is it just looks so good?
yeah.
But you know what I will say, and I know that there are some people that say you don't need a book in order to enjoy a movie. I liked watching. I liked reading Catalyst.
Yeah.
It made me appreciate this very much.
Catalyst enhanced my enjoyment of this movie, but particularly this scene.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah,
scene
she-
really
she
made me
knew
like
more,
Catalyst.
You knew more about him. I don't. Now I still think that's. You shouldn't have to read the
Yeah.
book in order to enjoy the scene.
No, I'm the
All
first
right,
guy. On
if
that
you're
band.
gonna if you're playing the blue milk drinking game, take a shot. I love the care and concern that Lucasfilm, Pablo Hidalgo specifically put into naming each one of Jin's toys.
Is the blue milk drinking game every time it's on screen, or is
Yeah.
it just like a glass of? Because we've seen that scene now 3 times.
I just recommend taking more shots.
Now, the crazy thing was though in the old footage when we saw he was bald, right?
Yeah.
He was in the cave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm still trying to find the logistical reason for parking so far away.
Right.
I do that at malls. I park far away and I walk up to
You can
stores.
get to the
It's a good point.
Yeah.
you
Lyra
get out of the mall
Urso.
first.
Lyra Urso, I think I would have loved to see more of her in this movie. I understand why. But to your point, Christian, about Catalyst, such a great character in that novel.
You know that she was originally considered to be a Jedi.
Yeah.
I think they were saying-
I'm happy with this
I am
decision,
too.
but
I am too.
Yeah, not everybody can be running around being Jedis, but you can have certain people that might be a little more in tune with the Force than others. Like, I like that not everybody has the set of circumstances necessary to matriculate into full Jedi knighthood.
yeah.
No, because then you would have been asking, is Jin a full Jedi and all that crap? And it's like
Yeah.
it makes it much better that she's not.
What if he was wearing an
Mads?
Under Armour shirt? I thought it was Under Armour the first time.
Those are
when I
some
was
good
at the
space
premiere.
kids they got on.
Space kids.
I think they did a great casting for young Jin
Yeah.
here. Kyber crystals. Christian,
But I do-
what are kyber crystals?
No, kyber crystals formed on Jedha actually,
Yeah.
and it helps power up the lightsabers. Powers up the Death Stars. We find out later.
And
A lot of cool
Sith
stuff.
super weapons.
I just haven't thought of it. There has to be a good reason that they did park that far away.
That's looking at an Under Armour shirt.
It's a long
Ken
walk,
just said that.
It's a long-
and it's a dirty walk.
It's a
you
dirty
know?
walk.
It's a dirty. It's literally filled with
Mm-hmm.
peat.
Little known fact about the Death Troopers, actually alive. I loved Mendelsohn in this scene,
best.
Christian.
Yeah. And I liked knowing all that I knew about Krennic from Catalyst.
Yeah.
Because it made this
Hey, there's
scene
that
a little
book
bit
again.
more. I like the book. Thank you, Ashley.
My name's not Ashley.
The
Actually,
Imperial
I told you
all-weather
already.
capes look pretty comfortable.
I do like this scene though between the two of them, where it's
Yeah.
like old friends, but he knows he's full of crap.
Yeah, I still love this opening scene just because it really sets the tone. And we always talk about, acting in Star Wars. Sometimes the prequels isn't as best. This is Mendelsohn and Mads are great.
Well, and it's also good to see Mads Mikkelsen as not an evil prick. He does, like Mendelsohn is always an evil prick, but so is Mads Mikkelsen a lot of the time. So it's nice to see him on this other side of things. Like, I like him so much better in this than I liked him in Doctor Strange, because I think there was no development to that character in Doctor Strange.
It's nice looking at this scene from Krennic's point of view too, because Krennic is kind of on the clock here, like with his job.
Right.
This is he's here for a reason. This guy needs to help him out.
Well, it also shows that he's got such different motivations than a lot of these other characters we've seen in other movies. He's all about status and all about building himself up.
It's middle management
Yeah.
trying
Now,
to
look,
come.
okay, so did Galen and Lyra not plan this out?
She went rogue, pun intended.
Wasn't he like, hey, I'm going to tell him you're dead, so just hide?
But she crapped the bed here. She should have just shot. Like, right off the bat. Just shoot
Yeah.
now. She takes too long.
Not a bad sales pitch.
Mm-hmm.
And
She's selfish here. She blows it.
I think she also at the end of her rope.
well, you're going to
They've
take
been
a shot.
running.
Got a Jedi robe.
They've been.
Oh, do it.
Yeah,
Okay, he told her first.
you
She
got to
said
hit the
first.
shot. You got to hit the shot.
He
Even
doesn't emote very well here, though, Mads Mikkelsen.
I think he knew it was coming.
Oh, come on. It's your wife.
I mean, he
he's
does
thinking
look
about-
upset.
He's thinking about the kid. Yeah, he looks upset.
His wife just died in front of him.
I'm not dead yet.
Thinking about Doctor Strange.
I'm getting better. I think I'll go for a walk.
Love-
Come on, guys.
Convenient rock.
I love that rock. Very like a 1960s Land of the
It's
Lost
like something
set.
the kid would have had in his room in The Toy. Ever seen
Yeah.
that movie, The Toy?
Stormtrooper toys now on sale.
Do they actually sell those Stormtrooper toys now? They
They
must
should.
make those.
There wasn't. Was
I
there a
think
lot
the
of Rogue One merchandise?
There was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
The Death Troopers were big.
Not enough Admiral Raddus, but enough.
Biston the Space Monkey had a pop toy I'm still looking to get my hands on.
Death Troopers showing up in the Rebels this year was a very nice addition.
I'd like to get a Saw pop.
See, here's what I will say. I made
Crazy
a big
hair.
stink about the music.
Yeah.
There is some music that Giacchino does that is that's
Oh,
beautiful.
right. You hated
Hey.
the music
Oh,
in this.
some of it, and I'm going to point out which stuff. This stuff here is great. This stuff fits the scene. It sets the mood. It's not jarring, and it doesn't need to feel like the
think
old
you're
school
right.
Star Wars. There, this works here because it's new.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of like I always wanted. Some people are like, oh, you just want to hear the same John Williams stuff, and it's like, no, I want it to feel like Star Wars. Kevin Kiner, I think, does a great.
Kiner does great on
Yeah.
Rebels.
Well, he's 1-for-1 in my book. I feel like I'm in Star Wars.
But I think that's why the majority of people had problem with the score, is because it's jarring.
Now, I'll tell you, the first time I saw
is
that,
terrible.
that looks like
Listen to that
iMovie.
music.
This
That
that looks like
music is
iMovie.
awful.
Oh, the music. I'm talking about the logo. The logo looks
both
like
of them.
iMovie.
Yeah, I'm digging the music so far. Well, I'll say this: it's not like I'm not going to play that when I'm at the gym, but
Yeah.
it's not. I don't feel like it's a cheesy version of anything.
I just
Whereas
thought
the
that was like
letters were.
That was like something that should have been in like the '70s Battlestar Galactica or something.
Jin's cellmate is nicknamed Nail.
Oh, is that true?
Yep, that's her canon nickname.
It's a female.
Female, yeah.
Is that in the book?
It's just it is known.
Oh, tell me something. One of the things I want to know, because I did not finish Rogue One, the book.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love you to throw in some facts here about that
Sure.
we don't know, because that is
Sure.
canon stuff.
Yeah.
Feel free to start any time, Ken. We're
Oh
waiting.
well, I'll tell you. This scene in the book, Nail is very clear about I'll kill you, I'll cut you type of
Right.
cellmate. Ring of Kafrane.
It's like an Orange is the New Black situation.
Yeah.
Again, like, and I'll go back again.
Yeah, the sex scenes were cut out of Rogue One.
Ah.
Well, that's why she was called Nail, right?
Hey, all right. I love this stuff. I love the stuff on Jeddah. I think this kind of
This scene's
is the kind of stuff
Yeah.
that George Lucas is like, this is what I was going for.
Right. And the tone that this scene is going to set for the desperation of the rebellion, I think, is so instrumental for the
That's
rest
why
of
I'm
the
glad
movie.
they took away the fact that he was a double agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have really taken the
Taken
the
away
punch
from
away.
it. It's the fact that they're, like you said, they're desperate, and what he's got to go through, and the other side that he's working within the rebellion.
Within the rebellion. Well, this guy's getting squirrely. He's gonna blow it.
Oh yeah, if I run into a guy who's acting like that on the street, I don't trust you to be able to keep a secret.
Yeah.
Right.
An Imperial pilot, one of the cargo drivers infected yesterday. He's telling people they're making a weapon. The Kyber crystals, that's what they're for. Okay. Look, I have to go. What? Weapon, a planet killer. Sweet talk.
I saw it on his face.
My name's Urso, sent him from an old friend of Saul. What's it? No, they were looking for Saul when we left.
It was also a very shocking moment because we all know Diego Luna for a lot of times. Again, normally plays a good guy.
Right.
So when it's happening, like, well, wait a minute, you kind of like,
What's going down?
right? Because well, it's all so fast here. Because he takes out the stormtroopers.
And then he shoots the dude. It's
Right.
like, then it's like,
Right.
you would
because
think
it's
he'd
that-
let him out of it.
True
Well,
story.
He's scared out of his mind.
This
Yeah.
is actually a deleted scene from Batman '89 in the beginning.
It does feel like that. Now, do they explain, Ken, in the book, like why he decides to take this guy out?
Yeah, because he's squirrely. He's going to blow the mission. It's too big of a mission to rely on this
Why
guy.
not just crack him in the head and throw him in the?
Because that's what this movie.
You
That's
gotta
what
do.
that's what this movie knew that we were expecting. That
You got to do what
Right.
you got to
This-
do.
That's
That
the call.
scene right there tells us watching it. This is a different Star Wars.
This is a different Star Wars character.
Yeah,
Right, and it also gives you, I guess, they want you to.
we feel the desperation.
Well, they want you to see it later on when he's about to kill Galen, whether or not he's going to do it or not. They want you to kind of question.
I love the visuals on Jeddah.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
just that's one of the
Well,
all-time coolest
there's-
things.
I guarantee you that. I mean, because Gareth Edwards has said as much. We're revisiting Jeddah in another movie.
Yeah,
I think it's going
yeah.
to be like an old Republic type movie, like
Could be.
thousands of years beforehand, and we're going to see that statue as it's
it's
actually standing.
Two tubes. We got two
See, back, he
tubes.
doesn't die in this, right?
We don't know. You know, when the planet goes. Spoiler.
Is that the same dude from the cantina?
Morov?
Yeah.
Which from
I mean-
New Hope?
yeah.
No. Created specifically for this. Was supposed to be in.
But it's the same species.
on Scarif. Yeah, he doesn't
Hey,
show up.
Where was your wallet? That was the.
It fell out of my pocket on a sidewalk, but I found it.
Wow, you found it?
Yes,
though?
it actually fell out of my
wow.
pocket.
The
It
Force was
still
with
there
you.
on the sidewalk.
Yeah. All right. So we're here for
This movie's called
Attack
Rogue
of the
One.
Clones.
Yeah.
Where's Attack of the Clones? This guy has skin issues. That's some dry
Now,
skin.
John, I forget. Where do you stand? Are you more Rogue One guy or Force Awakens?
I
You can like both.
No.
I adore Force Awakens, but I preferred Rogue One.
That's what I
yeah.
meant. That's where I'm the opposite.
Yeah, I like Force Awakens better, but
No, I that's what I was saying.
Now, contrary to popular opinion, even amongst everybody else who loves Rogue One, I actually prefer the first half of Rogue One more than I do the second half. Not to take away from the Vader
I'm the
scene.
opposite of that.
Vader
What's-
scene is obviously the
what's-
crown
if
jewel.
you
What's,
took the
uh,
Vader scene out, I think you have a case to be made.
What's wrong with you, sir?
When
I
saw
just love this
when I
character
saw it
development. I
second
love
time,
the
once you
story.
get into the actual battle,
Yeah.
you cannot take
Yeah.
your eyes off.
I like a lot of stuff on Jeddah too. That is one of my favorite shots. It is the reality of working for the Empire,
Yeah.
and I don't.
Yeah.
I don't mean
Yeah.
that as a joke. I mean
Yeah.
that as that's what it was on a day-to-day
It's
basis.
a paycheck, man. It's a government job.
They've been
They're
doing a better
dirty,
job
they're
of that
grimy.
in general, with making you
Yeah.
feel for the Empire, Stormtroopers, in all their different canon stuff, and now in this movie.
So I don't want to go too much into novel stuff, but this scene in the novel explains a little bit of Jin's behavior too.
I think you should go into novel stuff because I think that
Yeah,
If
you
you
can
still
be that
want to
guy.
read it, just shut me off. Keep John, Mark, and Christian going.
No, I wanna
Jin
know-
is afraid here that Saw has found her.
Okay.
Jin is
Oh.
trying to get away, not because the rebels are there. She thinks Saw Gerrera's rebels have
Little
found her.
Sid
again.
Vicious choke slam there.
Yeah, love it. Great moment from.
He's my favorite character in this whole movie.
Oh, he's great.
He's so good. I remember when we saw that.
Oh,
in
the whole
theater,
audience is like,
place went
"Ah!"
nuts.
Has anybody else mentioned I still don't like the score?
Yeah. I mean, it was mentioned that in the beginning.
The
I mean, don't get me
Masasi.
wrong.
Fighting us on
As any other movie, it's a fine score. As any
That's
other
what I
movie.
said. There's
As a
some-
Star
You
Wars
You didn't
movie,
like that right there, the little.
No, sometimes
I think it's good.
That was fine, but sometimes it feels like a 70s Battlestar Galactica
So
score.
can we talk? Because the phrase fan service comes up a lot with this movie, which I could argue against, but also agree on some terms. I love seeing the Masasi temples going to Yavin 4. The story had to take place
But it
in
makes
there.
sense
Oh
there.
no!
Makes
How
sense.
dare they do things that the fans would like?
Right,
Oh,
right.
No,
I totally agree with you, John. It's
I like how much this feels like a New Hope
Barristan,
right here.
sell
Yeah.
me. Barristan, sell me.
Where's
and
General
some guy
Dodon?
from
Well, that too.
Downton Abbey.
Is that Death from Bill and Ted?
No.
No.
And the bad guy from
But now-
Die Hard 2?
Now I want it to be.
No, it is not. And they changed this whole scene from when we saw in that opening
Yeah.
trailer that we first saw when they released it.
So there was a
Totally.
lot. In
Well, they
that
changed their
opening
attitude.
trailer that
Their
got
attitude
changed.
was a
Yeah,
little
Jen
bit
was
more
a little
it
sassy
I
pants.
rebel, and
Little
they-
sassy
they,
pants.
They wanted us to feel a little bit more compassion for her.
Yeah.
We just had another look at Mon Mothma in Rebels.
Yeah,
Great turn, yeah.
they've been developing her in between and before then for everything in Star Wars now, whether it's Clone Wars or not Clone Wars, but any of the novels, Bloodline or Rebels.
Yeah, features prominently
Yeah.
in Bloodline. Blue leader.
That's a good line. I like that.
I did like the character of Jyn Erso, the fact that she's been on her own for this long and,
Yeah.
and not really knowing all of her history all the way through, really.
One of the things that I loved about the Jyn Erso character is, I heard some people criticize that, whereas you had Luke, he's this wide-eyed, wants to go out there and change the universe and blah, and they thought the Jyn Erso character was a more pessimistic, a little bit. But to me, the underlying message of the Jyn Erso character is that when you are faced with something so dire and you are faced with tremendous evil and tremendous opportunity in the face of that evil, the heart of what your true character comes out. And I think despite the layers and years of bitterness and being jaded, when that all blows away when faced with the fact that the galaxy is at stake and she becomes the hero. And
Absolutely,
I love
and
that.
plus the fact and one of the biggest complaints about The Force Awakens for everybody is Rey was pretty much Luke, for the most part.
Right.
Yeah,
And-
it is the child of fate.
Yeah,
in
and
prophecy.
I like
yeah.
the fact that they switched it up and make it a little. This is a different type of character that we haven't
Yeah.
seen in a Star
Yeah,
Wars.
this one, it's like kids, be in Cub Scouts or Brownies or whatever. Like, do outdoor activities because you might have to survive for a while on your own.
And I don't know, you guys might have gone into this before I got here, but Cassian, the great thing about him is nothing in any Star Wars movie other than Saw, who only comes up in this movie, is that he shows the dirty side of what it
Yeah,
means to
you're
be
right.
a part of a
Yeah.
rebellion. to be
Where
a
we
part of an
talked about,
insurgency.
John, we literally already talked
to be
about
fair,
that.
we
Maybe
only
if I showed up on time.
Maybe
Maybe if
we-
you kept your wallet in your pants with
Yeah.
the rest of us.
yeah, we spent 10 minutes talking about your wallet actually.
We had a bet going.
Yeah.
So Ken, what is
Hey, wait, that's TV's Jimmy
Oh, yeah.
Smits.
LA
That's
Law.
Jax's new stepdad in Sons of Anarchy.
now
Little,
that
Leia
part,
theme coming in there. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, or
and the fact that
Force
they-
theme, I should say, maybe.
and not just because it's old school, but the way that the old music. Now that's what I want to be fair to Giacchino, because when he's such a brilliant composer that when he does it right, it's genius, and that was done.
But it's
perfectly.
also kind of like Jimmy
The
Smits
ghost.
brought the old music.
Spot
That's
the
true.
ghost.
Yep.
Yep.
But it was the. Now this was a good way. I also going back to what John was just talking about here, the dirty side of the rebellion, and just going away from that the silly double agent thing.
Because they're at the point now when they're making decisions, they don't have the luxury of factoring in compassion anymore to these things.
But the rebellion is also not fully formed yet. It's getting there. It's very, very close.
Cells have just been
The
formed.
cells are just been formed, and there's competing ideologies within the rebellion. General Draven is saying this without Mon Mothma and other rebels, Dodonna, and those people necessarily knowing.
Right, because it's not a full-fledged government.
There's
Right.
infighting in the rebellion.
They really, I mean, if you watch Rebels, they are still at this point, at the formation point, they're still just a collection of cells.
Yeah.
At this point, trying to form one big cohesive
Right.
thing.
That don't
Well, even where we
necessarily
know-
trust the
where
other
we know
cell,
as,
or
as far as timeline goes, even where we are
And
in the timeline of Rebels.
The general here loves the big number 5 dice on his shirt. I don't know if you noticed that.
No.
I think K2SO is such a great character because he's like a snarky asshole.
Yeah.
And it makes sense that he was reprogrammed, that he was once in the Empire, so he's kind of like jaded. So whereas kids like us who grew up thinking C-3PO and R2-D2 had a great dynamic and we laughed at that, now we went from being kids to being these snarky assholes. They're going to appreciate this kind of sarcastic humor
Well,
more.
I also think it goes back to HK-47 from the Old Republic, which was just very similar droid and was very popular. But it also shows how they're evolving droids and how prominent droids are.
That line.
Yeah, but you can't.
Your answer vague.
You
and
can't be a
unconvincing.
droid that's just like throwing out one-liners.
No.
You know, like
No.
like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You got to hit the note and still be true to what
gotta be
we
a
would think a
character.
droid would be.
You got to be a character. You have to be real.
But it also has to feel like artificial intelligence and not like
Yes,
a human
a-
being,
absolutely.
but still make us care. Which
Right.
is that was so. It's such a narrow window to hit, and
Right.
they
K2's
nailed it.
so
well, it
great
wasn't
in
Jar
that
Jar. I mean, Jar Jar was a sticky type of creature.
Can I just point out something too
Right.
that gets overlooked so easy? Like great score sometimes, great visual effects go unnoticed because they blend in so perfectly. 5 years ago, you can convince anybody that there wasn't a metallic animatronic sitting beside
Right,
Cassie
right.
there in KTS. So that's all CGI,
Yeah.
and it's absolutely indiscernible from reality.
It
I
really
mean,
is.
what the job they did from a visual
Okay.
effects point of view is incredible.
That's again. So going against my point, the original piece of music that he had blended in with the old school stuff. That's the stuff I wanted more.
Here
I
we go.
promise I'll stop talking about the score.
My money's on a Jawa right here.
God, Two Tubes looks so good.
Are those space IDs?
Yeah.
Is Saw Gerrera from Brooklyn?
If John was in this movie, he would have dropped that.
It fell out of my pocket. I am sorry.
Well, Saw Gerrera has gone bananas. He really has.
Look, when he shows up in Rebels this year, which was a great
not as
arc,
crazy.
he's not as crazy, and he's coming back for season 4, and I think we're gonna get our answers.
I think so too. Well, and he's also not as messed up as
Right.
he is here.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's only what, like
He has
a year,
2
year
feet.
before, right?
He has 2 feet on
Yeah.
Rebels.
Yeah. Something happened to him within that time that he's messed up because we thought there was something that was going to happen in that episode.
Yeah.
I mean, look at he's
we're
a
we're also
mess.
gonna figure out why he and Mothma and Lot of Rebellion are separated.
Yeah.
You want to see that dividing line take place.
I think Riz Ahmed does a fantastic job of acting here to where
Yeah.
you believe his desperation is he's like, I made this choice. Like I made this choice to join you guys, and you're like, you're screwing me here.
Very, very happy to see Riz Ahmed in this movie. Character was great.
I
you
will
know?
say that I absolutely my least favorite part of the entire movie is the stupid torture scene.
Oh yeah.
It's the worst part of the whole movie.
It's yeah.
Now, what's cool here, though, it was very considerate of these guys who've taken him captive to let him keep his goggles on his head.
Right. It's the only
Very
part,
considerate.
It's the only part of the movie that I can say that I really wish was just taken out of
It's
the
the Rathars from The
yeah.
Force
But
Awakens.
even the
I am
Rathars-
so tired of people crapping on the Rathar
I was
scene.
going to say, it was because you're in
That
it.
scene is
wrong-
great.
what's wrong
A,
with
I'm in it, but also because the Rathars show Han Solo, we get one more Apex vintage Han Solo
Okay.
moment.
That scene that was so cool the way they did that.
Oh, when we saw this in the trailer, remember
man.
us losing
Yeah.
our minds?
Yeah,
This is
true.
Tarkin?
True fact. All that shot with micro machines.
This is Tarkin scene.
I'm considering a
Let's see
new
what it looks-
policy around here
Yeah.
where senior staff here at Clyde are going to start wearing white capes.
Nice.
I'm on board. I enjoy
Dennis
a good
Ray
I
cape.
think
started
when you
doing
walk
it.
into the writers' room, or people walk into your writers' room, they should know which guy here is in charge.
He's got a
and
cape.
they'll know.
He's got a cape.
I mean,
oh boy, there's the guy.
Here-
I think this is remarkable.
that's pretty good.
This
man.
is the only moment in the movie where I was like, "Oh, it's digital." The rest of it, I bought into it
Yeah,
completely.
this is the weakest of the scenes.
Well, it's because
Yeah.
it's
But,
to me
like,
it's the first because you're like, "Oh, they're going for it."
Yeah, but it's still, even this scene we're watching right now is a step forward. We're
Yeah, of
not at the
course.
finish line,
Right.
but it's a step forward.
This is like Cameron in '91 with the Terminators.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you saw that was it '91 or '92? You know,
In
but-
what
92,
movie?
Terminator 2,
92.
Terminator 2,
91.
Right.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
This has never
look
been
it
done
up.
better.
No,
This
I'm,
is
release
no,
date.
that's what I'm
Never been
saying.
done
But this
better.
is at the,
Release
I'm
dates, I
saying
would've
at this
lost.
point we're gonna look at this in 20 years, and this was like
Sure.
this was
Yeah.
like this.
And
Oh,
the
yeah.
voice is spot on.
oh,
Guy Henry,
Guy
yeah.
did a
Spot on.
great job.
Guy Henry doing this. and it's great. And look, I for one, and John, I don't know if you agree with me. Like, to tell this story, you need the character of Tarkin.
Totally.
Oh yeah, no, it would
91.
make absolutely no sense for him to
we
not
said
be
that
there.
on Jedi Council. Like
Months before the movie
we
came
thought
out.
that what they were going to do, because there have been rumors of the Cushing stuff for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
long time. It's a question of what they were going to do with him.
Remember, we thought it was going to be like just like a hologram.
I
Yeah.
still think that might have been a great option, but
Yeah.
like Ken said, they went for it. This is, by the
Coruscant.
way, Coruscant.
Coruscant.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love the fact that Coruscant is on.
I love my prequel planets showing up.
Yeah, Coruscant is just such a cool
Yeah.
idea for a planet.
and it
Did you
originated
guys
with
hear
Timothy Zahn.
the Oakland Raiders are moving to Coruscant?
Oh,
I
good.
did hear that.
Less
Also
ro-
known as Vegas, but we could call it Coruscant.
Less riots on Coruscant. A different young girl playing the younger Jin too,
Oh,
just for the record.
all right. Makes sense.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, they cast two
Why do they?
actresses.
Well, there's different ages.
Can
Yeah.
you, I'm sorry. Can you not work kids at a full wage day? Why is it
Nah,
always like 9
nah.
kids
No,
playing one role?
They're different ages.
Different ages.
Yeah, kids age mark. I know you and I don't have
No,
children.
on Full House, it was
Or
one
John.
I
kid.
know you
but-
want them to do
No, it's
the
two
boyhood thing where they film it over 4 years and use the same kid and watch them as they
Same
grow.
thing with dog
But they
movies. It's
didn't
always
have
like
time.
19 different dogs played
Yeah.
Benji. Like, come on, get a dog that can act.
What?
I'm sorry.
Benji?
He's a real
Benji
dog.
is-
I'm
Can you
sorry,
not
he's a real
find
dog.
a dog or a child with a proper work ethic?
Speak
I
Italian?
think that's the point.
Yeah. Always got to take breaks.
For
Frosty
school.
talked to. We're going to talk about Jeddah Council, but Frosty talked to Gareth Edwards, and he was telling the story about Jeddah,
Yeah.
and said that the idea was that Jeddah, millions of years ago, got struck by like a big asteroid or something, and that's how the formation of the crystals came to be.
Ooh, that is like a Big Bang kind of.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Like it. Love this stuff.
Yeah, see, this is. I want a vacation here. I know it's not. They don't have a sandals or anything, but I want to go to Jeddah.
Oh, by the
I
way,
want to see what Jeddah's like in its heyday. This is like on its like
yeah,
twilight.
Yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah.
playing the X-Wing miniatures tabletop game, I recently bought a U-Wing.
Nerd.
Very formidable ship.
Big nerd.
Very formidable ship.
I
in
like the
game.
U-Wings.
I love that shot, and I love that
Yeah.
shot in the trailer.
That's great.
It's like, hey, look, we have this cool stuff. Oh no, look who took it over.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's running a bit right there. What's the deal with this?
Come on, are they here? Are they there? Where are they?
What are they destroying?
Yeah, I love that shot. And, it called me a sucker for that kind of stuff. It just makes, to me, it's like, it's cool. That's a lived-in Star Wars
I
universe.
do love the fact that both Force Awakens, this movie, they went back to the technology to make it seem like the 70s type of technology,
Yes.
like everything with,
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
targeting systems and all that stuff.
And mustaches.
And mustaches.
Yeah, that is not to be overlooked. The hairstyles in this,
No,
the
it's true.
sideburns,
It's true. It's damn true.
the cocaine.
I wish they would.
The dialogue
Yeah.
of K2 is
I
just
wish-
so good.
I wish they wouldn't have kept this part in the trailer though, because this was a big laugh, and it shows exactly what this character, what this droid does. I love this.
That's great.
It's so good. He's just like, oh,
I think in advertising this movie, though, like see these things look so cool.
Yeah.
Did you see the Jedi on
Yeah.
on each side?
In advertising this movie, you had to show a little bit of levity somewhere.
This stupid thing. This is
And
this
his
is the worst
Jabba's
part.
have to form.
Like
Yeah.
why?
stepson.
What is the point of this?
So, again, I'll be the book nerd here. In the book, you
Yeah.
go into a lot more what it does to Bodhi's
What does it
mind.
do to the?
Yeah.
It F's him up. That's the reason you find him staring off in the distance. In the book, it even takes longer for him to recover and realize who he is.
Is this like going to an Iron Butterfly concert?
This is exactly
But
going.
what's
yes.
the point of them doing that? Looks so fake. What is the point of them doing this?
It's so fake.
I
It looks
agree with you.
pretty
I still don't think it's justified to me. It's an interesting side thing, but
I think it was pretty cool.
it's they need to test the integrity of Bodhi Rook. But I'm not a big.
I think it was.
fan of
I think it was completely unnecessary and,
Yeah.
and a little bit off character. From I mean, we see how crazy Saw Gerrera gets.
Well,
in
and I
life.
think he took a few hits off the board gullet.
yeah.
I think here's the benefit of that scene though is that in the same way that we saw
I
Cassian's
can see my house.
desperation and we saw what the rebellion is willing to do to somebody, shoot them in the
Mm-hmm.
back. I think you had to take that a step further with Saw and
Yeah.
show that his tactics are even more
I think you could have done
renegade.
That with, I think you could have done that with Two Tubes torturing him a
Love
little
this.
bit too.
Love all of it. Somewhere George Lucas, upon seeing this for the first time, went, "Yes, here we go."
Gary Whitta did not want them in this.
Really,
Well, Gary
Ponda
Wood is wrong,
Baba.
'cause That's great.
I love it.
That was
I love
that was
it.
great.
Ponda
I
Baba,
love it.
Dr. Evans
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
And the whole backstory of Evanson being on this planet, part of the reason he has death sentences on 12 systems, performing his weird experiments on cyborgs.
Oh, that's cool.
And just getting into
Is that in the book?
It comes out in the visual dictionary,
Ah,
and it ties into old EU stuff.
Did you ever see the
love that.
the robot chicken Star Wars stuff? When those two run in and the wolf, the walrus tusk guy is saying, "What are you talking about? We don't want it anywhere." We're like, "I'm so sorry for my friend's behavior."
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean stormtroopers being mean?
You do get that. I mean, this you absolutely get that Mos Eisley feel.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these different characters, kind of the way that this, like what has happened to this planet, and I'm
Yeah.
so curious to what this planet was like 1,000 years before.
Yeah,
this.
and why now, if you're not a criminal on the run or Mark Ellis, would you choose to live
Right.
here?
Why are you out shopping?
Right.
Why, like,
Well,
we have drones here that can take you stuff. They're clearly some sort of Amazon Prime situation.
Donnie Yen's
It's it,
pretty-
man.
Yeah.
He's guarding some
It man's gonna
wills.
kick some ass.
You think they'll get into more detail about these guys too?
Yeah, you got the you
They
you
gotta have their
adult
own
book.
spin-off comic
Yeah,
at
well, they
some
got a
point,
book
right?
coming out, Journal of the Wills type of book.
Yeah.
Okay. I know they were talked about it.
You'd think, like, the story of this city would be fascinating because you'd think, with it being so rich and one of the most rarest minerals in all of the galaxy in kyber crystals, I would have some kind of thriving economy or something
Well,
like that.
That's a good
but
point.
they don't because the Empire's stealing all.
Well,
this
that's what I mean.
stuff.
I'd like
Yeah.
to see even more so.
Right,
Or
right.
even early on, before the Empire focused on kyber crystals as a
Yeah, at
It's an
its,
energy
at its
source.
heyday, this was like Dubai. You know, you just had a bunch of rich people from all over the world coming
Yeah.
in, having a big oil party.
Is it? Do they have any scenes of the with the temples or anything in the
no,
book?
not really. You go into a little bit more of what the wills are and Sheridan and Baze and Cassian's opinion of them and Jedi's,
Gotta finish that book.
because Cassian's family they were separatists.
Yeah,
It's one of the details I don't understand why it's
I wish
not in the
it
movie.
would have been a nice way to tie the prequels together.
Yeah.
There is some good prequel tying in later in
Yeah.
this though,
a
where the killer droid shut down right in time. Oh no, wait, that was in Catalyst.
Oh, you're thinking
What-
of,
what just
you're
happened?
thinking of Phantom Menace? No.
I read something and
Oh,
I
that
thought
guy.
it
Yep.
was
You were. That was.
Yeah.
that was genuine too. That was not
and
a
Catalyst. There's tons.
that
of
was not a
prequel tie-in.
funny. Yeah, I really thought that was like in the movie.
That, and Lucina did a great job.
Reading
Shaquille
is
O'Neal was in
fundamental.
this movie too.
Shaquille O'Neal was?
Yeah, you might remember him as Shazam the Jedi.
Oh, I
Sam,
thought him and Penny Hardaway were on the college basketball team.
I mean, this is again going back to what we were talking about before.
That's awesome.
With Cassian, like he'll take out anybody to save his cause.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Because he takes out one of Saul's guys here. Because he almost takes out Jin.
Great sequence.
It was.
Great shot.
Yeah.
See, no, this is don't waste your life on this.
You're not saving
all
the cat.
for human.
You're
Hey,
not,
don't wait- yeah.
You're
How
not
do
saving
you
the
say that
cat.
anytime that you pick light side? How do you do that?
Because it's what's this kid gonna do?
You just killed a youngling.
Yeah, you know what? It took 9 kids to play that one role.
All right, thanks,
Now,
Anakin.
unfortunately, that kid and mother dead in a short while thanks to the Death Star.
They do get killed? They say it in
have
the
you not
book?
read that part of the book too? They go
I haven't
through.
read the book.
Have you not seen that part of the movie?
I don't.
They ain't getting out.
That's, well, you don't know what they got into
Dude,
flight.
they ain't getting out.
Boom.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, two tubes ain't happy.
That remind anybody else of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
It
just
reminded
shooting people
me.
up top,
It reminded
falling
me
down?
of the Raiders of the Lost Ark when Indy's looking for Marion
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Indy had grenades and a tank in
Damn
that
right he
scene.
did.
That did remind me of seeing Force Awakens I did not like. When
Stormtroopers dying?
When Han looks to the side, kind of
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know. I kind of bought
I-
into that. You know, like
There's
that.
one scene in Force Awakens that does kind of, or like a concept in it that bugs me, and it's going to come up here in a minute too.
Eggs?
I can't. I just never got behind eggs in movies.
No.
All right.
Blue eggs?
ATSD jokes aside, I love the ATSD on Jeddah.
Yeah, what's the jokes?
It's a reference to a belief that it's just I seeing that makes me excited for the movie, and I shouldn't be. Like I'm just going, hey.
What? Like you like a vehicle?
Yeah.
So
So what? So you shouldn't get excited?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
silly.
and I don't like that line of thinking.
It's ridiculous. It looks. It's awesome.
If
Why? The
they're,
fact that it's on there is great.
Man,
Ken,
Stormtrooper
since
armor
they're
is
an
so
empire.
useless.
Putting together an ATSD.
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
have my
That's
permission.
I love this scene.
Oh,
'Cause
yes.
I got duped for a second.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did too.
Did you?
Yeah.
That is exactly. Man, they nailed that droid.
Don't Felicity Jones remind you of Catherine Reitman a little bit?
A little
Who?
bit.
Catherine Reitman.
Little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can get that. It's like a human level sarcasticness, but it doesn't feel too human, like a human wrote it.
Right. I love the Donnie Yen stuff here too, but
Oh, this is awesome.
yes, but the only problem is it really makes the stormtroopers worthless. They get watch how easily they get knocked
you were
out.
a Star Wars fan for how long, and you didn't know stormtroopers were worthless?
But wait, watch how
But
easily.
he is not an average guy taking
Dude,
out
watch-
He's got the
stormtroopers.
Force on
Pay
his side.
attention. I watched it the
He is an
second time.
Ewok.
But there's somebody gets like knocked out by like a flip.
These idiots get duped.
Look, have you? I'll
By the
flip. I'll
Force
flip
Alive.
you right now. Let's see what happens.
I'm telling you that I love the scene, but what I'm saying
I
is
get you.
watch how easy they
I
get
know a lot of
disposed
people had that complaint. Of,
I love the
of
scene. I think
sticks kill stormtroopers.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
what's
one
the
of their-
point of even wearing anything?
That is
Just walk around in your
Fabergé
underwear.
armor.
Yeah, the Empire ain't showing out top, See, that's a heavy stick. That's a heavy stick.
Well, you haven't even watched.
you
I'm
know what?
telling you.
Put on a stormtrooper helmet,
watch
and I'll
the
get a
scene.
heavy stick,
All right.
and we'll see how you handle it.
I bet you I'll be able to take it better than these putts. I love his whole mantra though throughout
Yeah.
the entire film.
Way
and
to
that's a nice.
step up.
That's a nice
That-
callback to it.
That guy in his head, he's like, Dave, time to be a leader.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this was really
See,
cool.
you put the force power in
Yeah. This is incredible. But look, see, come on. You see that one guy who went
Yeah,
down?
he beat the crap out of him.
He stuck the guy in the neck.
Yeah, right.
Look,
right in the neck.
Watch. That a sidekick.
Yeah. In
That guy goes down. Now that guy goes down.
Yeah. See, they're still getting up.
Look, one little kick.
He kicked him in the supravascular region.
He flipped him. He flipped that guy.
Yeah, but
And
he's
getting
getting back up.
And
no,
getting
now
back up.
he's done.
No,
Well,
he's getting
he
back
thought
up.
No,
better
he's
of
not.
it.
He can't even move.
He's playing possum.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on, he flipped that. Come on, guys.
I think you've watched too many Rocky movies where
Wait a
guys
minute.
take haymakers and just
I'm
go
telling
right
you, I
back
like
up.
it, but that guy went down really easy.
Point. Remember when Ken said the boredom of working for the Empire?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
These
just
stormtroopers are faking it because
he
they don't
won.
want.
They don't want any more.
Who's gonna get up against that
Right.
guy?
tough
Right.
day at the office.
Now that guy's staying down. He's staying down.
That's what happens
liked
when
it.
you.
But
stand
they
up.
should shoot all of
No,
them.
no, no. You fake it.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Christian.
Yeah.
I just
No,
like
these
you
guys
being
are
out on the
thinking-
limb.
Yeah.
A couple of these guys are thinking about their wife and kid at home, how they want a paycheck.
The one
Yeah.
guy is knocked out cold and he got flipped on his.
I don't think I ever noticed
ass.
that Donnie Yen sits on the stormtrooper's dead body.
Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Hey, he's tired, man. He's took out like
That's the
12
guy that he
stormtroopers.
flipped.
Yeah.
It's probably his buddy from like college.
Right. You just stay down, Ronnie. Stay down.
Yeah.
I did think that Baze was going to turn on him at one point.
Did you?
Really?
I did at one point, but then I was like, nah. And I'm glad that they didn't do that.
Oh
And-
yeah, one of.
Yeah.
Just give away information like it ain't no
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
Her and Bran Stark, man, they just
That's
Blowing
one of
up.
my favorite
It's a
lines in
great
the movie
line.
when
Yes,
they put it on and said,
yeah.
"Are you kidding me?"
I love that shit. God, that's
It's just gorgeous.
It really is.
Oh, now everybody's so happy. Oh, wow, the Empire's leaving.
yeah.
Right.
This is great. Things are going to be so much better here now.
I'm packing my bags. I see the cruiser leaving. I'm packing
Yeah.
my
I had
bags.
a lot of questions. People had asked questions like, "How come when the Death Star hits Jeddah, it doesn't blow up?" It's because they say it. It's only-
Single reactor.
It's a single reactor. Yeah.
Single reactor, yeah.
Very low power shot.
Yeah.
and it caused that much damage.
I don't know that I'd be nervous if I lived on Jeddah because you can't imagine they have a weapon that's going to blow up an entire.
Oh yeah, I think that's a fair point. Yeah.
Like I would assume they're coming back at some point.
Yeah.
But while they're not, it's spring
They're,
break.
they're just going on a break. Yeah.
But you can assume they can do orbital bombardment of one little city.
True.
You might be a little worried at that point.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing schools out. We're done.
I will say this, and Ellis, I think you can appreciate this fact. Rebellion's got cool jackets.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they do.
Coolest
Well, I mean-
clothes.
Well, how else are you going to recruit?
Live
Cassian's
version of
got-
Dejarik.
Yeah. Cassian's got the Han Solo Hoth jacket, really, is what it looks like.
Here.
What are those guys' stories, Ken?
I don't know, but I can tell you got a shot coming up here of Beezer Fortuna, the cousin of Bib Fortuna.
is that true?
That
Oh,
is
right
100%.
there.
That is 100% canon.
How do you know that?
Beezer
for
for that
in the
is
book?
Yeah, Beezer Fortuna, man.
That's awesome. He's the cousin? They mentioned that he's his cousin?
Yeah.
He's
That's
kind of
awesome.
The less
Yeah.
successful cousin.
Yeah.
He-
Who's that guy with the beard?
I don't know.
Come on, Ken.
Jin does not want to be here. Jin
Well,
ran
I need
away
to
from
read
these
the
people.
book.
She was left. She was stranded, and a lot of the people here feel as though she deserted them as well. They don't know the whole story.
Okay.
But she does know that she has the ace in the hole once she gets to Saw, or to get to Saw.
Yeah.
And she can kind of bypass the creepy octopus thing.
Right.
She's the daughter of
Well,
Gavin Erskine.
how come
Yeah.
Two Tubes? Did Two Tubes just join Saw like recently? How come he
I think we're
doesn't
going to
know it?
find that out. He and his egg mate, the other guy, I forget his name, they teamed up at some point. We're going to
Okay.
find that out.
All right, yeah, because
We're going to get that book.
We are gonna get
The
Two Tubes and
the
Saw
squad.
Gerrera's
What is
Adventures
it?
of, like a Lethal Weapon movie?
Yeah.
Speaking of
Actually,
Lethal
Grace, can you come over here for a
Weapon,
second?
I love how they-
Yeah.
Got a quick question. Just stay down here.
I love how they
Did
clearly
you
been in
know?
prison before.
We're just gonna ask the average person. Did you know that
Thanks.
Bib
You are
Fortuna
average.
and
Beezer Fortuna.
we're cousins? Did you know that?
Did you know
And
that?
do you
I
know who
don't even
Bib-
know what language we're speaking.
Okay.
Okay.
We're
So,
speaking nerd.
Got to know.
okay.
Hey, Grace, can you take John's wallet and throw it on the sidewalk?
Again.
He looks so happy.
She's like, we're not going to hug, are we?
Yeah. I mean, the character is so significantly different from Clone Wars until now. you know?
Yeah, he's gone bonkers.
And not a lot of time has passed between then
Not a lot.
and this
I mean,
point here.
20
Not a lot.
years.
Something.
I mean, Clone Wars and
Well, Clone
no,
Wars.
sorry,
Oh
no,
yeah,
I
I'm
mean
talking
Rebels,
Rebel. Yeah, we're
about a year.
Rebel.
Yeah, it was about a year.
Clone Wars.
So the question was like,
What
has
happened
happened in that year?
Something
Yeah.
bad happened.
Yeah.
I think he hit his breaking point. He's done fighting at the end here, but
He might got tortured by that stupid thing that Bodhi got.
I think he
tortured
took some hits off it. Like I said, jokes aside, Forrest Whitaker, I love the Star Wars overacting. That's kind of a little Star Wars tradition that someone's always going to go over the top.
Him and Riz Ahmed to some point over.
You think Riz does?
Yeah, more than everybody else in this movie.
Right.
But it doesn't bother me because again, Riz has a backstory that's unlike anybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was in this particular situation, both as an actor and as somebody actually living in this universe,
Yeah.
I'd be sweaty.
Yeah.
I would be really wide-eyed, like looking around everywhere. So I understand it.
Yeah.
As an actor, if I ever booked a Star Wars role, I would overcook the shit out of that.
He took that guy's wallet.
It's something good about watching a Oscar-winning actor
Yeah.
be a ham about it too, because
Yeah.
there's such better hams
Yeah,
than
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know.
It ain't easy being
Right.
a
Yeah.
ham.
Well, they also, I also like the idea when you're hearing Pablo Hidalgo talk about how they came up with Saw Gerrera because they had come up with a kind of character like this, and they said, well, we actually have someone that is similar to this. So let's
I bet that's how it works more often than not. It's like you walk into the Star Wars shop, you're like, hey, I'm looking for
Right.
character like
Right.
this and this.
And they have one.
Hey, let me go check the
Well,
stock
Saw,
room. Yeah.
Saw is from the mind of George.
George Lucas, I was
Yeah,
gonna
he
say,
wanted
yeah.
the live action TV show is going to include him.
Yep.
Okay, honest question. Do y'all think George Lucas liked this movie so much because he loved it, or because there was so much in there that harkens back to things that he created?
I'd say both.
I think a little bit of both. A little
yeah.
column A, a little column B. I think he was a little hurt over The Force Awakens and the direction that they took, taking
Well,
it
because
away from him.
that was the thing. Because in
Yeah.
this was something he had nothing to do with whatsoever.
Yeah.
He gave them a script for Episode 7,
And they
said,
went,
"No thanks."
Right. But even there's less ties, I feel like, in Force Awakens. Understandably so.
By the way,
Because that's 30 years later.
Saw doesn't seem to be wearing a cape as much as he just has a flag pinned to his back.
Right.
You get what you can.
How
Ooh,
fast?
upside down Death Star.
Do they say how fast this thing goes?
No, I don't know that.
Because it travels pretty fast.
I'm gonna
in the
lose any
role-playing
contest
game,
to
the West
Sam.
End Games role-playing
Yeah.
game, which was considered canon
got a
for
hyperdrive,
while.
right?
It does have a
Does have
hyperdrive,
hyperdrive.
and
So-
it's the slowest hyperdrive, but it does have a
The Death
hyperdrive.
Star?
Looks
Yeah.
better there.
So the Death Star goes really fast in the game, but if you're playing the role-playing game, you know what goes really slow? Your life.
Yeah. Aww. Now that looks great.
Just
Come on.
because you were never cool enough in high school to play the Star Wars
I actually did
role-playing
play it.
game.
I actually did play it.
Did you?
I had friends who were diehard, and so I'd come over occasionally in the weekend.
Whatever. This guy's got Magic the Gathering cards in his back pocket
got a land
right
destruction deck ready to go.
But another reason, like after you read Catalyst and you see, and
Or from our
Well,
look at the
apparently
pictures.
I saw Catalyst.
But
yeah.
the tension between Krennic and
You
have to.
between Krennic and Urso, and then between
Tarkin.
Krennic and
Yeah,
Tarkin.
Tarkin
Yeah.
would have to be in there because they're vying for power to be in the Emperor's favor, so you had to have him in it.
But by this point, I think it's more than that for Tarkin. So at this point, Tarkin's already been named Grand Moff.
Yeah,
Now
but
he's
he's
just swinging his dick around.
not necessarily though. This is the biggest weapon this is the atom bomb. This is the
Yeah.
biggest weapon, and who is ultimately in control of it once Episode 4 comes around?
Right,
This
right.
is how he got to be in control of
right.
it.
Would it be fair to call the Death Star the Hulk Hogan leg drop of the Star Wars universe?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I would call it the Bo Jackson of the universe.
Well, it does get injured.
Nice.
It does get
Nice pull.
You son of a bitch. And then it comes back again, but it's not as good.
It's not as
And
good.
then
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
makes
it's like half, kind of half what it was before,
because it plays one sport
Yeah.
instead of two. Yeah.
and it lost to the Bears. Right? Am I right?
Wow.
All right.
Right?
Here we go. Love this stuff here. This is.
Okay. Another honest question: did they overuse the shot of the Death Star upside down?
No.
Because I like seeing
Wait,
it
hold on.
once,
Now you know how to be caught because this is a good
but
scene.
I want to see it. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I ruining the Christian Harloff commentary?
Yeah. No, this is a good scene. Come on.
Yeah, but the music sucks. Right here, that piano. No, no.
Grumpy cat.
Although you can see from Saw's point of view why he would be at least, even a rational
yeah,
person would
of
be a little
course.
suspicious. This could be like,
Right.
this is all too convenient.
But this is the best acting that she does in this.
Yeah, I was going to say, and
Oh,
not,
this
not that
is-
Felicity Jones is a
No.
bad actress at all.
Yeah.
I think she
It's the
was.
best scene.
I think a lot of stuff was cut and changed. I think.
I think emotionally, this is the hardest hitting scene
Yeah.
too. Even more so than the ending for me. This
Yeah.
is the crux of the emotional core of the movie.
Well, yes, because she finds out everything that she thought about her father that wasn't true.
Yeah.
Right.
Is true.
And it ties into the Star Wars a time-honored tradition of father issues.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And even when she sees him later, it's like we as the audience have kind of already accepted the fact that we're not going to get like a happy reunion weekend with them.
She has grown to hate this man
Right.
too,
Yeah.
not knowing
Well, that's
exactly
what I mean.
happened.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
And,
Right.
Yeah.
and now that's all gone.
Which, by the way, Galen Erso, Snoke.
I think so.
The upside down.
I think
down
Snoke-
Death Star.
Now
Snoke-
remember,
Snoke is
the Death
poor
Star is
gullet.
not upside down.
Yeah.
It's just on the bottom part of the planet. We're just
John,
looking at it from a different
it's
perspective.
an upside down shot.
Sure, sure.
I lost your mother in a sabacc game.
I told your mother to hide. She didn't.
Right.
Now,
And she got what was coming to her.
She's now a Wookiee. Where's?
Your mom hit the blue milk very hard.
do you
Damn, look at
think,
that shadow.
Christian, you love this scene? Do you think
Yeah. I do like
Galen should have? I like it too. Galen should have said, "Hey, Jen, if you're listening, there's a hole in the Death Star."
Right.
Instead of going,
He
"Hey,
just-
there's a planet with the
Right.
plans that will tell
Well,
you something."
You'd
just
still
did
need
say-
the
he did-
plans
he
to
just
Still need 'em.
specifically get there.
He just said that there's.
This looked beautiful.
He said that he made a.
yeah,
a
but
problem.
maybe give some specifics.
Well, he's getting there, right? Isn't he getting to it?
Maybe.
Well, but she also. I mean.
It was for me one of the plot things.
Yeah. But grab that disc.
Tell-
lady.
yeah.
Grab that disc.
I
Get
think
out
he
of
was
it.
about to say it. This is what I was bringing up earlier. Force Awakens
Mm-hmm.
felt the need to destroy 5 planets. If Earth is one of those planets, they had to kill 35 billion people to make their point. This movie has a ripple in the planet.
Yeah.
I think achieves the same effect.
I agree with you. I think that the stuff, that thing in Force Awakens.
That's what
was
bugs
silly.
me about
Yeah,
that
it was
movie. It's
silly.
not the Rathars. It's that amount of, even in A New Hope.
Yeah,
You know?
it was excessive, and it was. They were just basically. That was one of the rip-off scenes where like, oh, we blew up one planet in New Hope.
Now we
gotta
gotta go
six,
bigger.
Whatever
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
But I think we're going to really feel the repercussions of that in Episode 8. The
think
fact
so,
that
too.
it was
Government-wise.
Hosnian Prime, the fact that it
Government-wise.
was like the other
Absolutely
systems.
will, but it was the way that it was executed.
Just as watching a story, how am I going to get emotional about one old smuggler dying if these 35 billion other people don't mean anything to me? You know? Sorry, I'm
I agree.
fine.
No,
but
I
that's
agree.
also assuming that you've seen Force Awakens.
I'm sorry. It's spoilers.
Right. So you're saying, Ken, in the book, Bodhi's not. Hasn't
He's
come
still
to yet.
out of it.
Okay.
More now. You hung over, and then suddenly you
Yeah.
got to jump, to life quickly because
Like
something's
this morning.
happened.
Not
Yeah.
a big drinker, but
Yeah, like that's what I think the movie version of it is. In the book, it takes a
But
while.
your description of that makes me appreciate Riz Ahmed's performance more. Here's my question: do these guys who write the book have they seen the movie?
Seen
They
the movie?
made it
No,
up
Lucino
completely.
hadn't seen Catalyst. Talking about?
No.
Oh.
The Rogue One adaptation.
I assume that they.
I think usually it's
yeah.
based on the original the scripts.
No, not always. 'Cause
Not always.
Lucino, yes, because the movie hadn't been shot yet. But I think that.
I'm talking about the
Alexander-
novelizations.
I think Alexander Freed.
Yeah.
might
I'm
see
just
it.
curious if a guy like Freed watches it and is like, you know what, Riz Ahmed is really throwing everything he's got at this. I'm going to put this in for the backstory.
Well, it's a good question because
Oh,
The Force
this looks
Awakens.
so
Great.
awe-inspiring.
That is
Yeah.
Like that's just
that.
Oh,
and
I love
that
this
is
moment.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love it. Love that
What a
moment.
dick.
It's like a piece of art. Like he's gonna hang that in his office.
Mendelssohn's got that look like he's the rich dad at the talent show. You know, like my third grader's the best.
All right, pop quiz question here. At this
Hot
point,
shot.
are you just curling up and accepting your death? Or are you gonna try to run somewhere?
Give it a shot. I'd give it a
running.
shot.
instincts
Yeah.
would kick in. You'd run.
I mean,
I,
unless
I'm going full saw here.
Saw
I'm
Gerrera,
just
you're
like
done.
that was a good time.
Right. Yeah, I don't buy it. I think you'd run.
Yeah.
and then you see your buddy's ship escape and think,
Yeah.
maybe I could have run.
I could have.
Saw Gerrera could have made it though. He's
Saw
had
Gerrera was
enough.
done.
He
He's
didn't
had
want to.
enough.
was
Yeah,
done.
exactly.
I don't think Saw could have made it. I mean, he's limping around pretty bad.
Yeah,
there,
that's true.
You know?
I mean, they barely get out.
Well,
He's not like a
he-
Ken
he-
Napzok that walks around the block 5 times a day.
Right, to islands. He didn't want to. He knew that he'd need help getting out, and he didn't
Yeah.
want to cost anybody that chance.
I do think that it's so interesting how different Star Wars fans, like if you've just seen Rogue One, you haven't ever seen Clone Wars, it's okay. Forrest Whitaker's here, he had a nice little run, he's gone.
Right.
But if you're
Right,
like the
right.
hardcore Star Wars fan, you watch this whole arc of this character end right there.
Yeah. Okay, but what I don't do if I'm Saw is unplug my thing because there's a chance I'm alive in the rubble.
Right.
Sure, that looks
Yeah,
like
but then
it.
you'll be
Little known
out.
fact: Saw Gerrera,
Has a wallet?
Snoke.
Snoke. Ongoing theme, I guess, huh?
Little known fact.
There are 18 characters in Rogue One who are actually Snoke.
Oh, we get to Ken. We're gonna get to point out Chopper later.
Oh yeah,
Chopper, and then we'll hear when
Chopper the fart bot.
That's awesome.
oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's cool.
so cool.
That looks
How much
insane.
of how much of the planet gets just that little area? Because
Yeah, I mean the planet doesn't blow
Yeah,
up or anything.
right,
It's,
right.
Yeah, I don't think the planet feels good right now.
Yeah,
The Death Star's like,
right,
maybe
like
we
how
should
I wonder how
move.
much that's gonna spread.
I think that was equivalent to an A bomb,
That's what she said.
maybe 2 A bombs.
An A bomb?
No,
You could see it from
What was I
orbit.
say before that? I missed it.
Grace got it.
That come on, how great does that look?
Direct
Look
up,
at that.
Krennic.
Yeah, it ain't perfect.
No, it's not perfect, but I mean, yeah.
What a great
Yeah.
like
The misadventures.
passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like a
I
deleted,
love the back.
deleted
I like.
scene
I
from
like.
Office Space.
Look at the crooked Nazis in the back that are just like
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
which way to who's in power.
who do I go
Yeah.
to?
I love that Tarkin's strategy is the opposite of a compliment sandwich. Like, here's something awful.
Yep. Oh, so good.
Yeah, just undressing him.
Yep. What were those shots that ABC News showed?
This is look at that look. That's Gerald Wilkins trying to talk trash to Jordan right there.
What's that shot? Like, remember they had Guy Henry talking to Princess Leia.
Uh-huh.
What do you think that was? Just test stuff?
Probably tests or
Post-credit scene?
Yeah,
I don't
post credit. Yeah.
Maybe.
Would they have? They were so far apart, the Empire and the Rebellion and Separatists and all that stuff. They were so far apart by now that they're not like meeting in any political things anymore. Like they're clearly two
the Senate.
warring
The
factions.
Senate is still
Who's that
going.
guy?
They're still.
Yeah. The Senate is still going. That's
Right.
later when we get to back to Yavin 4. That's you
when
still
he
have
disbands them.
senators saying
Yeah.
we got to
Okay,
go
okay,
political.
okay.
But this is the one thing about this guy's strategy. He just said, okay, Jeddah is destroyed. Well, change of orders. When you find Galen Erso, kill him.
Yeah.
A little late. The
Right.
machine is clearly done. It's built.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's any order associated with Galen, now it's bring him back to us alive.
Right.
Because he's the one dude that could
Yeah.
potentially
But-
find a flaw.
Draven is supposed to represent kind of the heavy-handed hammer,
yeah, yeah.
hammer type of philosophy.
Yeah.
Intentionally, I think, to be careless.
What else happens on Edu, Ken, that I don't know about? Is there stuff they did in Rebels?
Not really.
No?
Not much. And the Edu sequence for
Who
me.
hosts the Star Wars show?
But Edu, he knows this. He knows these planets and stuff
I
better
don't
than
have
I do.
a wife or child.
Yeah. No, well, listen. I'm telling you, when it comes to planets and weapons, people are always like, "How come you're not in the Star Wars schmo?" You guys
Yeah.
know that. Remember that stuff better than I do. Like,
I think you and me can give him a game, but once it gets into the what's that look? We can give him a game, but it's
me and you versus those two.
yeah, we can give him a
And
game. We can give anybody a game.
in a regular schmo now.
I could tell you this: it was the two of you against Ken and I. The two of you, we would not knock you out. You guys would know too much. You would score too many points. It would be a
good.
game.
It'd be a tough one.
I mean, they don't know if Poplu or Tebow was the one that stole the speeder bike, but okay.
No, it was totally Pop Blue.
Damn it.
Because no, you hear him say it, Pop Blue.
Yep.
Pop-loo. See, now going back to what we were talking about the Saw Gerrera scene, is that her whole kind of wiring has changed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love that. It's like, because I hate movies like that to where, like, even though you just saw this whole message, you still got to stick to the same way that you were before. It's like, no, I've changed now because I see things in a totally different.
But she doesn't just change like that. You see her fighting her own change. You see her almost reluctantly change. Like she knows it.
It doesn't come
now.
until the actual death of her
Yeah.
father, to where she goes completely.
Sure,
But
sure.
I also hate movies when they do it the other way, where there is a character dynamic shift, but it's not warranted.
Right.
This is clearly that
Yeah,
her
no.
seeing Galen was John Wick's dog getting killed.
There was an
Yes.
inciting incident that made it happen. So
Sure.
come on, that's Catherine
I
Reitman.
still think Cassian's change is a little abrupt later for me, but I can live with it.
Well, because he's got the sweets for her.
I don't think he does. I don't think they do. I think they went with
He knows it. He read the book.
no, not even that. I think they intentionally chose to have non-romantic connection.
I think
between
they
like that they
did,
stayed
but I
away
can
from that
also
too.
read
Yeah.
in. I can read between the lines here.
I
And
don't know.
You're
It took
such
you a
a guy.
long time to get settled.
But I think Cassian also, like right from the first scene, I think Cassian's been very close to the edge. Like he's always been, as far as the runtime of the movie goes, I do this because I need to do it, but I don't like it.
Right.
And I didn't think it took much
Right.
to make him like kind of take a different worldview.
was
And he's
anybody
got-
else like when we were at the premiere watching this? It's
I wasn't.
when the three of us were at the
Right.
premiere and Ken was building an ATST in his bathtub.
ATST.
It was after that
ATST.
Jeddah scene, and when we see them take off, it's like, hey, when do you think we're going to see Darth Vader for the first time?
Yeah. I thought there was going to be. I thought there'd be 2, maybe 3 scenes.
I was hoping for 2.
Yeah, I
was
think
hoping for
I think in Jedi Council we talked about. I think we knew going
I
in that
did
we were going
think
to see
that-
very little of
Yeah,
Vader.
I did think there was potential that we were going to get 3 because there was that stuff they cut out in the trailer that they showed where he was behind like the red screen. That I thought maybe that was actually still in the movie still,
Right.
but they cut that out. But the stuff that we got was more than
and
enough.
seeing this scene in particular, because we just got a great first act, in my opinion. That was a dynamite first act
Yeah.
of a Star Wars movie. Seeing this locked me into the tone of the rest of the movie because this is such a fun Star Warsy feel where we're going into like an asteroid field or like a bad weather situation. We get to see something new. New colors, and I mean,
Yeah.
look at this.
It's a good space adventure, right?
Yeah, but this is a different looking planet. Like
Yeah.
one of the things I loved about the prequels is in Attack of the Clones when we get to see the rain planet, which is named.
Well, I
Camino.
think that what Lucasfilm and Disney has been very conscious about and has been doing it is giving us more and different planets, and they did. And I thought they did it great in this movie.
planetular diversity.
Was that guy in Game of Thrones? The guy that was on the
No, he
Him?
played Death in Bill and Ted's.
No, not he did
No,
not. No, the
I
guy,
don't know.
the one who did some hand slicing. I don't want to give away a.
What are you talking about?
So there's a popular character.
Noah Taylor plays Locke on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's not him.
Not him.
Okay,
But Noah Taylor is the roadie in Almost Famous.
that's
and
what it was.
also a cousin of Bib Fortuna.
Nice.
fact.
Can I tell you something? If we
No,
did a
no,
Schmodown,
no.
You and me versus them two in Game of Thrones.
Ken would win.
We don't need to show up.
Yeah, I know.
I would be the Freddie Prinze Jr. to
Oh,
his Ken
burn.
to Sam Wetwer.
See, right here, she should have fought this and just made herself go.
You all got the message. Everyone here knows it.
I will say this in popular opinion: the Edu sequence not my favorite. The
Edu-
whole sequence.
No?
It's not my favorite either.
Yeah.
It's actually this is my least favorite.
Yeah. The second time I saw this movie and I hit this pot, I was like, just
Why is that?
get the scarf.
It takes a while to get to the. For me, it takes a while to get to the climax of this particular
Yeah.
episode,
Sequence?
which is when she sees Galen and they
Yeah.
die. It takes a minute for me to get there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, it's just it's a little stop off. I don't know. It didn't take to it. It's slightly boring to me. If you enjoy it out there, keep enjoying it.
No, right, Ken, and tell them that you enjoy. You can accordion this a little.
It's very
bit for me.
important to the story parts, though.
I mean, I gotta admit,
Execution.
I soaked in this scene. I really did.
Yeah.
I like
Like a
this
bath? Like a fine bath?
Like
Yeah.
a bath with fine salts.
Yeah.
I ate bath salts watching this scene.
a bat
The
farm?
premiere.
Okay, a Florida man.
The 3 best words in morning radio. A Florida man.
By the way, we'll see you in Florida at Star Wars
Coming up
Celebration.
soon. Yeah.
Well done.
Where Ken and John will be in a Star Wars Schmodown
Oh, that's gonna be
against Sam
interesting.
Witwer.
Yeah, Christian will be there too.
Yeah, we'll be watching.
This is
be
going to
asking
be
picking
We'll-
sides.
We will
Opening
know.
to
We
Hot
will know all
Shots?
the answers.
We're gonna know every answer.
Yeah.
Can't stop us.
No, nice try, turds.
I forget her name.
Ralph.
I missed this question, but the
No.
I don't know.
operator of this facility is now in the Poe Dameron. In the Dr.
Count?
Afra comic.
This facility is.
Yeah, she's a female Imperial officer with like some kind of
Cut
cybernetic
off on
stuff.
those comics. I gotta get back into them.
Yeah.
If you hold up a picture of Dr. Afra next to Anne,
Snow.
my wife, dressed as Dr.
Yeah.
Afra,
Yeah.
you'd swear they designed Dr. Afra. And Anne's going to be at Celebration
As
dressed
Afra?
As Dr.
Oh,
Afra.
there you
yeah.
go.
Christian,
And she's
can I tell
had
you
people
something?
from Hasbro
Yeah.
making her costume.
Oh, that's great. Afra's a great character. I love the Afra character.
I don't think we beat him in the Star Wars Schmodown.
No, that's really-
Upon further review,
You're like, who the hell
they're
is
quoting
Dr.
medical
Afra?
professionals.
She's not. She's an
I
archaeologist.
know who Afra is.
It belongs in a museum.
It belongs in a museum.
So do you, Dr. Jones.
Balak.
Those movies are so good.
The best. Well, 3.
75% of them.
Yep.
I'd say 83% of the movies are great because I liked 8% of
Okay.
Of Crystal Skull?
Skull.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's
All right.
there's some worth stuff in it.
Tell me
Worthy
which
stuff.
parts, and I'll try to
Part
watch.
time. It's great.
The refrigerator get you?
All right. Here's
Oh.
all the scientists wearing white
Gophers,
bags as
The-
clothes.
They dress scientists as Cheesecake Factory waiters.
Monkeys in the trees? No. All right.
Are you still on Crystals?
I love his base's weapon, man.
Yeah.
It's like it give me
Yeah.
a little Jesse Ventura Predator
It's a-
style.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Yep.
what was his nickname for that gun?
Bertha, or was it Bertha?
Or Betsy? Or
Can't remember that.
Sweet. Shoot.
this is going to kill me now.
I'm going to quote Christian Harloff and say Ralph.
No, it wasn't Ralph. Sweet. I can tell you the song that they sing.
Well, yes.
Gotta have
Hey,
myself.
Grace,
Gotta have
could
myself.
you look up for us the name of Jesse Ventura's gun
In Predator.
Predator.
Gatling gun.
He had a nickname for the gun. It's going to kill us what it's called.
It's like Sweet something or Bertha. Or, I can't remember.
That movie is the reason why
Or
he was
Quiet
elected governor
Time
of
on it.
Minnesota.
Easily. Or it wasn't his work in Running Man. I'll tell you that.
Was he in Running Man?
Sure was.
Jesse
Yeah.
Ventura was?
Yeah.
I'm so look, Jesse the Body
Right.
Ventura.
No, all right, I'm sorry.
Love to have him call a Schmodown match.
This doesn't seem like a good managerial move.
No. What
Old
was it?
Painless.
Old
That's
Painless,
what it is.
right.
Thank you,
Thank
Grace.
you. This doesn't seem like a good management move. You got your 5 top engineers in the Empire.
Yeah, and they're all
I'm just gonna-
complicit in your bidding this thus
Yeah.
far.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, because you're not
It's gonna
going to
kill
well, because you think about it though. It's Galen is the one who basically can put all of his information into anyone who's somewhat capable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's okay to kill him, but it's still
I just think he also thinks, hey, the system, the weapon works.
right.
Thanks for playing.
Right. We can find other people who are.
You
Yes,
made me
because
look
you-
bad in
right.
front of my supervisor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good counterpoint is that they're they still want Galen to stay alive.
Right. He
here.
won't kill Galen.
Yeah.
He punches him in the belly, but yeah, these guys are like
Those guys are all like Walter White season 1.
Yeah, they're like the ET scientists.
Those are some bad mofos in that movie.
Yeah. And we know Krennic knew this from the beginning. He just wanted him to say it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Krennic's that's probably why he parked so far away at the
I
beginning,
think
because
there's
he's a big
part
fan of
Krennic
show.
didn't want to believe it,
Yeah.
Krennic's got a flair for the dramatic.
and he does. I think he does have a soft spot for Galen.
Of course. Well, they were buddies.
They're
in
buddies.
college,
College buddies, basically. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Take the shot. Take the shot.
Well, he sees him get.
The target is green.
He sees that he's not stupid. He's watching this whole
this is his
scenario. go
moral
down.
dilemma going
Yeah.
on too.
He's also waiting for some sort of Galen and Krennic like agreement. Like if he shakes his hand,
Right.
off the guy.
Right.
Yeah. He's,
But he's
he's like-
clearly resistant to what he's
Yes.
doing.
he's a-
That sounded like G.I. Joe lasers, and I love it.
very good.
too,
Very
yeah.
good.
Yeah, see, now-
round of Yojo Cola for you.
Now he knows. Why not take out Krennic though? He should have taken Krennic out.
Yeah, the guy's wearing white. He's pretty easy to shoot.
Right. Krennic's gotta be in season 4 of Rebels, right?
I'd be happy with that. Good moment.
Yeah.
What was that? That wasn't
That
a
wasn't
Wilhelm
a Wilhelm
scream,
scream,
though.
no.
Do they use it?
They do use it. But
Yeah, you do use it
in
at some point.
The third act, probably.
I think so.
I think you're
I think
right. It
it's-
is the
yeah.
third act.
I don't know what the problem with that stormtrooper is. She just flipped him.
Yeah, she flipped him, but it was off a cliff, so that way you can
No,
die.
he's at the bottom of the cliff going, ow.
Right.
He's at the bottom of the cliff saying, 3 days from retirement.
Man, just going to go
Too
move to
old for this.
Naboo, open up a thrift store.
But it is a. I mean, it's not Krennic who kills Galen.
It is
It's
a
a rebellion.
Y-Wing.
Yeah.
My precious Y-Wings in action.
And I do like that even though they said there's not going to be any Jedi, they didn't get away from it. Don't even mention the Jedi in this. They mention the Jedi often in this movie.
Yeah. See,
See, and I like the fact they were going to pull him back.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Sure. Sure.
Again, going back to the normal shtick of guys like just send him in anyway.
right, right.
It-
They're still having moral dilemmas
Yeah,
over at the rebellion
They
side.
just
of
have a
things.
particular agenda. That
Yeah.
they're
Great
gonna
shot.
Yeah. See, once the X-wings came in, Kenny, I was like, "This is
Yeah, I'm
this
fine
is
with that.
My Star Wars now."
I'm fine with that.
Go. So you're back on board with the scene?
This is a good sequence. A good sequence does not a great scene make.
Okay.
I
Sit at an ancient Chinese bumper sticker.
I do think that my first time watching this, I loved everything. My second time seeing this in theater, I was a little like, because I was with a huge crowd Thursday night opening night at midnight, and I wanted to get to Vader because I was tired.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I was sleepy and I wanted to.
The second time you saw it?
Yeah.
Third time. Fourth time.
Second time.
Third,
Because
second
we saw
time.
the premiere, then I went Thursday
Right.
at midnight.
I still TIE Fighter. Anytime anyone
TIE
ever
Fighter
asks me,
sound?
it's my favorite sound.
Yeah.
At all.
Mine
that
is the
and
seismic charges from Attack of the Clones.
that and the scream of a lightsaber coming to life.
Mine is Luke Skywalker saying he needs to go to Tachi Station.
Yeah.
That's my ringtone.
But how? It should be. Can you get that ringtone?
We're good.
What can't you do these days?
Krennic's
I wonder-
no good, very bad day.
I think it was a big like Imperial-wide joke to tell Krennic to wear a white uniform
Yeah.
and see how long he would do it.
Right.
Yeah, you get the sense that Krennic was made fun of
What's he
a lot.
smelling
Yeah.
his own breath
Yeah.
for? What's that all about?
Kind of like how we told Makuga to wear Pittsburgh shirts every day.
Yeah.
This after seeing Rebels though too,
That's awesome.
this whole thing, with the way Kanan kind of tune into the Force, it's cool to
Yeah.
also see that.
That was a Wilhelm scream right there.
Was it?
That was a truncated Wilhelm scream.
Oh, sorry about that.
We used to celebrate these together.
I know. Who was it that hates the Wilhelm scream?
I mean,
I think it's Schnepp.
no, it's somebody in our crew. It's probably I don't. It
That's
probably
Schnepp. Schnepp hates it.
Whether this is how I look after
Yeah.
cardio.
That also reminded me of Empire.
Yeah.
yeah. When they showed us the trailer and like it's the end bridge scene and that TIE fighter comes up,
Yeah.
I thought that was going to feel a little bit like Empire too, but alas, that ship did not rise.
He's holding his hands like Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah. Oh, he's hurt, John. Have some compassion.
Wait, does that mean he's Snoke?
Galen Krennic? Snoke.
It took me
I've
4
seen Hannibal.
takes.
But this goes back to everything that happens from beginning to end of this movie is that even if you don't like this movie, you can't say that this movie didn't take chances and it was ballsy. Like the fact that killing off her dad, then ultimately she's got to go through this mission and herself kind of putting herself at risk and her going out also. It's a good
fine
one.
with
It's an emotional pull. Who's saying they don't like this movie?
There are people that don't like this
People
movie.
like to still like it. Yeah.
I still agree that I don't think the character development is as solid
flat.
as other Star Wars
Yeah.
films.
If you don't like Rogue One, Tahasni and Prime with you. That's a death sentence, guy.
Yeah, it is.
I do like that shot in the background though too. Do they leave him there? Or they pick his body up at least. I think they leave him like a piece of trash.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go here.
No.
See, I actually like this theme.
It's
better than the Anakin Padme.
Well,
theme.
that's why. That's one of the themes that
It
I
does
actually
sound
do
like
like
it.
because
Oh, I love that.
it is actually tied
Yeah.
back to the prequel era.
That's a hell of a gun.
Great gun to get on Battlefront, by the way.
Yeah.
that gun you can get in a Battlefront.
There's a similar one. If it's not
Yeah.
the same one, it's similar.
I like the Padme and Anakin thing.
Can't stand it.
No, huh?
Can't stand
I like it.
That yeah, I actually, you know what? As much as I hate the prequels, that piece of
I love
music
the
is
music
quite
in the
nice.
prequels. I think it's really good.
I just hate what happens during the music.
Well, yeah, a lot of it, some of it, most of it. Monkeys in the trees in Indiana Jones. What's he looking around for? He can't see him.
Hey guys, you think Ken will like that scene?
See, now that to me, I think she reacted a lot better than Galen did when his wife died. Just saying, family deaths, people react to them better than that.
I'm gonna have to request politely you get off this horse.
I love her reaction here. I think it's great. This is probably the second best acting she does in this, right, Ken? No? All
Yeah.
right.
Hey, you're all right.
Oh, what's that mean? What's going on here, boys?
Nothing. I just
Is there a mutiny of
no, I don't.
Oscar
I don't know
winner
what's
Felicity
happening.
Jones?
I am
Is
a
she a
fan of
winner?
Felicity Jones. I just think she
Nominated?
was she underplayed this movie, not by her design. I think the way the character was cut.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a drip. See the drip?
Yeah.
sound?
Yeah, I love
See?
it.
Yeah.
Clog it up.
How are you going to fly this vehicle into space if rain
There's a
gets
hole?
in? If
Well, we
rain
don't know
is
if it's
coming through the
we don't know if
roof-
it's a rain. It could be a leak from one of the pipes,
Sure. Okay.
carbon or something. See, we would win.
I don't know if the judges are going to accept that answer.
Yeah, and this is where I think the best character development in the whole movie is between these two. That's why I like the scene, because I think that from everything we saw from Cassian leading up to his change, because he's a guy that by the book, go with the order, follow the rules,
Yeah,
didn't do it.
and he's
That's
had
a
to
great
fight.
line. Some of us don't have the luxury of deciding where and when we want to care about something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that line.
And when he was 6, he was
A separatist
nice.
Oh, I was going to say spelling bee champ.
fighting for
That's you.
Dooku.
I was.
At 6,
Not at 6.
what'd you lose on? What was the word? Rhythm.
6th grade. I don't
I
lose on
can't-
rhythm.
I can't
No.
spell rhythm to
Rhythm's
this day.
not
No.
easy.
It's a tough one.
RYTHYM.
No N. Huh?
Also, I don't have
Rhythm.
any rhythm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Bodie has not done anything. He's like when I used to like pretend I was working. I just like at the restaurant like.
Oh, dude.
Keep
I can tell stories about you at the Comedy Store that I heard.
Oh, it's all true.
Oh,
All of
yeah,
it.
my ankle's acting up. Can somebody else change the sign
How about
tonight?
I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah, most people like
Hold on,
favorite
Mustafar.
Mustafar.
go.
Night.
Mustafar.
Somebody else told me that
No.
this was not Mustafar.
They are wrong.
It was
They're
you. No,
wrong.
it was one of you guys.
No.
Yeah, because
no, it's Mustafar. 100%.
this is clearly Mustafar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although it is,
Good.
Pablo confirmed it.
it is curious.
Because a lot
Why
of
on
people were telling me it
every
wasn't.
planet that we arrive on,
This
they
music.
put up a subtitle
I hate
on
this
it.
music. I hate
And
this
on
music.
Mustafar, they don't put up the
They-
word.
they-
up.
they-
do
that's
with
purpose.
every other
Yeah.
planet.
That's on
Yeah.
purpose.
Oh, that's a
They
good
want
catch, Sean. Yeah.
Telltale.
Yeah.
I understand your point with that music being a little over the top, but it also, I think it's a nice note to the audience. So we just had this quiet moment.
wanna know who
Everybody
this guy
wake
is.
up
This
because this
is-
rock
He-
star
they
is about
say
to
who
come
he
on
is.
stage.
His name is Vinay. He is just a handler.
Now, I like this Anakin.
Director Krennic.
They show it for a brief second. Is that
Where's the Batman? Grody.
This is me every morning at 7 a.m.
I'm imagining Santini coming
Yeah.
in with the. See, this is not a fun business trip, you
No.
know. This
Great.
is not. I got the company card. We're gonna go to Yard House afterwards.
right?
This sucks.
Accompanied with a dad joke at the end.
Yeah,
Great shot. I'm all on board for that shot.
I love this.
Me too.
I love
I'm
this.
fine with everything other than the dad joke.
The dad joke. Yeah.
It,
Seems
it
great.
does bother me enough to.
The music here is
Darth
fantastic.
Vader always had a wink and a nod with his
Anakin
lines.
did, but I think Anakin lost his sense of
Nah.
humor.
Yeah.
Darth Vader,
And I hate when people say, "Well, he had those types of jokes in Empire." No, he
he did.
didn't.
Yes,
no,
he did.
not.
Apology accepted.
That's not a
Captain.
joke. That's not a pun like that.
Dude, that's a
Not
joke
like
though.
this.
It's a
It's a
joke.
Still,
If they shot Empire today, it'd be like, "Don't choke on your apology,
Right,
Captain
right.
Rita."
And he also
do
just
hear-
woke up.
you do
he
hear.
just woke
you do
up.
hear the age though. They're,
Actually, yeah, that's the first time I've really noticed the
You
age.
can- you
yeah,
can hear
I
the
didn't
age.
notice it in the theater.
yeah.
Probably because I was cheering.
There's still no question that you had to
You
have
had
James
to
Earl
have
Jones
to.
do
Yeah,
the
you
Darth
totally.
Vader.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, the Force
You
theme.
could fill this survey out.
I mean the sound.
Yeah, the classic.
Yeah.
Oh, something's
Something's going down.
too many wings at Hooters. Okay, and
You know
again,
what?
I want to point out this is not quite Darth Vader in Empire yet. He's working on his material. He's finding
It's an
what
open micer.
works.
You know, if you read the like the Vader down stuff,
Yeah.
that's not inconsistent with lines that he would say in the
That's-
comics as
okay,
well.
All right, let's go back to this.
Lords of the Sith.
Yeah. It's
Puns?
Not, it's not a matter of puns. It's a difference. There's a big difference.
Jokes?
Yeah. It's like he's a better comedian than the other ones. That's basically what it is.
Work on it. There he is. That was our monkey.
It's your boy.
Decision needed to be made.
If it's war you want,
Is anybody looking for Hera?
Was she in this?
They mention her. There's your boy.
There's
Love
Radis.
my
Steven
man
Sam.
Radis. General Merrick's mustache on point.
Yeah.
Some people are saying that. Where's the dude with the haircut that was in Jedi? The blonde dude.
Crix Madine.
Yeah. Madine. Some people.
General Nadine is in this?
Some people are thinking that that might be
Callus?
Callus.
If those people are right, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want that.
Yeah. All right.
Well, you don't want General Nadine in this?
No, I
No,
do
he
want
doesn't want it to
him.
be Callus.
I don't want it to be Callus.
Oh.
You got to give.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. I
Ian
guess it
McGalloway.
won't shock me if they say Cal says call me by my real
Yeah.
name.
That's what I mean.
Crix.
I kind of think it'll be all right.
Is that Wedge's older brother right there with the
No,
mustache?
but there's rumors that not
be.
rumors. Dennis Lawson's going to be at Celebration.
Did you hear this? Dennis
Yeah.
Lawson is coming to Star
Yeah.
Wars
Really?
Celebration.
He might be in
They
episode
let
8,
him
man.
back
Yeah.
in the fold, like Bret Hart coming back to WWE.
Yeah.
That might mean something.
He's opening for me at the Improv.
If he shows up in episode 8,
I like that.
I'd be happy with that.
I would be happy with it. Yes, I would.
He was,
All would be forgiven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by everybody.
Oh, and by the way, wait, who's he related to?
Ralph Biscuit.
Is Ewan McGregor
Ewan
going to come too?
McGregor.
They're related.
Cousin.
maybe.
Or no, it's
Well,
his
I mean,
uncle.
That's his.
No
nephew.
Gentile.
I think a
Ewan is
lot.
his
I
nephew.
think
Snoke.
anybody could possibly be there because remember it's the 40-year anniversary.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, right.
Mon Mothma and Smith are like, damn, that was a good line.
That's right, Radis.
Yeah.
As the guy who's actually bringing the only legitimate warships to the
Right.
table, I say we fight.
What says the space monkey?
All right, don't say anything yet because I think this is where they say the thing about Hera coming up.
Yeah.
And shitty little ass, what's his name?
Chopper.
Yeah,
But I think
I
they
like
say,
Chopper.
I don't know if they're talking about Hera.
They are. Filoni said
Did
it as
Filoni
much.
say
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I believe, don't they say general?
Yeah, and she gets
General.
promoted down the line.
Okay, I thought maybe they were talking about her
Cham
father.
Sadala was really not part of this whole thing.
That's the first time I noticed the guys who get wrecked at the end of this movie.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
General
General
Sindala.
And we see Chopper here in a few minutes.
I think Chopper shows up
Little later.
or a little later towards
But
the
close.
battle. Yeah.
Is Chopper in the 3PO R2D2 shot?
No.
No. You see him.
It's when Mon
it's when they
Mothma's-
come back. Yeah. It's
They're
when-
giving Mothma the information that my man Radis is taking off.
Yep.
Now, see, first of all, you also got a Game of Thrones actor there right on the left. Yoren
Yeah.
from Castle Black.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I never noticed that.
In the classic New Stars tradition of getting great actors and not giving them
A
lines.
lot of Game of Thrones and Game of Thrones actors.
Yeah.
To be.
I love this moment, but this is one of the plot points I question.
What was it? I think it was you. I was trying to figure
About
out
what?
was it
He's
from?
been kind of against a lot of. He and Jim going back and forth, and suddenly he's like, "Yeah, you know what? You got a point. I found some people. We're ready to go fight."
Well, no, it's more than that. Like, if you listen to what he's saying, look, everything all these horrible things I've done, I've done them because I've convinced myself there was something greater, and this is that.
Right.
I can
This
get
is
behind
that
that.
moment.
Or he's been fighting this
And he
since
heard
he
her
was
speech.
6, and he figured out a way, and maybe somebody who he wants to spend the rest of his life with to
On a
prove-
beach.
If you
On
want to
the
spend
beach.
the
Stop
rest
it.
of your life with
Stop it
somebody,
right
you
now.
want
What?
the rest of your life to start right now.
Yeah, this is his chance. Look, this guy knows he's either going to die.
I wanna
doing
die
this,
with you, right?
Or he's
Right,
going
right.
to.
I don't think
He doesn't believe he's dying yet.
I don't think Jin needs love yet. I think she
I don't
can
think
function
she
without
does.
it.
I don't think he does, but I think he's thinking in the back of his head, this is my best chance out because I've been in this crap since I was 6, and I want a way to get out.
Who are you? Stupid asshole.
Great line. And thus 1,000 memes were born.
Yes.
I love the Terminator 2 scene with him that's coming up though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the best. Well, but that's kind of taking a shot at her dad, who just basically told her why he had to leave in the first place.
Great shot.
Well,
Great
maybe
shot.
it was more of a shot at
Who? Saw?
Saw, and yeah.
Still, he had a
I mean, her
breathing-
whole life she's either been
Yeah.
abandoned
Yeah,
or rejected.
but there is some.
wanna
Again, she
hear about
doesn't
it.
like Galen for most of the
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
That hologram was pretty powerful.
You can't throw in
Guy
one,
looks like Bill
one
Duke.
female rebel right there
You got one.
Well, there is a
in
female
the background.
I hate it when people bring religion
They're,
into things.
they're on the they're on the ground though, right?
They are, but in the
Just
crew.
not in this
the
ship,
crew.
yeah.
yeah.
Especially not women.
Yeah, how are you?
How are you?
I thought they were going to do that. Boring conversation anyway.
Yeah.
Hello?
Bad improver right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take some
He's
LA
no Han
connection.
Solo.
Yeah, take some LA connection classes, buddy.
Way to tap into that comedy Bible.
You should have just shut it off. I was like, what's the point of even talking to him?
Oh, by the way, if
Oh,
Han
to get us
Solo-
the name of the ship. I got it.
Yeah, if Han Solo isn't his real name,
You going to riot?
I'm streaking that entire convention.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, what convention?
Celebration.
You're not gonna find out why there.
His real name is Han Palpatine.
I might go to every
Hold on.
convention center in
This
this
is
great
the
country
scene.
of ours.
Big scene.
Oh, here comes the wink and the nod.
Yeah. Couple things here. People were very confused by this scene.
I don't know why.
I'll tell you why right here. The Jedi.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan, obviously. People thought they were talking about Ahsoka. because of this.
He served. He says he
Watch
served me well.
this.
You need someone you can trust.
Now we all know that's Leia.
Yes.
Right.
But a lot of people took because of the first part of that conversation to think it was Ahsoka.
But he says in the first part,
Yeah.
he served me well.
So-
during
He says he
the
served me
war.
well, and then I would trust
They
her
weren't-
with my
yes.
life.
You know-
And he smiles in the way that it's his daughter.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
it's
well,
not
you know
the-
what?
I think
Those
that's
people-
the problem with the hardcore fan, not
Yeah.
problem, but the hardcore fan
Yeah.
base that is watching it, Ahsoka, as opposed to the casual fan. That's who it's meant for.
Yeah.
It's
So you're
Ben.
saying sometimes it's nice to get your nose out of the books and take a
Yes.
walk outside.
Whoa.
Yeah. For this
Whoa.
particular thing.
Did you guys think it was a little over the top though when Jimmy Smits looked at the camera and like went,
And thumbs up. Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was a little over
It was
the top.
similar to
That
at the
didn't
end of
happen,
Phantom
though.
Menace when Palpatine tells Anakin we're going to watch his career.
We'll watch your career with great interest. And he winks as
Winks
he's
to the
walking.
camera. Yeah.
He goes,
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus guns.
No,
Oh,
no matter
right.
how long they've been around, I
Shia
still
LaBeouf
to this
might-
day find the sight of Star Destroyers awesome.
Right. Yeah.
Awesome and intimidating.
Boner inducing?
Yeah. Up there with the Love Boat, my favorite big ship in the world.
Okay, but I do need to say something. Look, art
Yeah.
takes inspiration from other art.
Yeah.
And it's not stealing, but I do want to point out
Uh-huh.
that they lifted this shield around the planet from Spaceballs.
Yep.
You
100%.
stole that
blow
from
to suck.
Druidia.
Yes.
I don't know if that's true at all.
The combination is 1,
said that.
2,
Oh my God.
3.
Like a comic, and I can't remember who. It was funny. Brian Regan, that's what it sounded like.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
1 plus
Oh, yeah,
1
it's true
equals
at all.
I
chicken.
don't think that's true at all.
Yeah, I eat Newtons by the sleeve.
I'll tell you.
I'm- look,
Oh, are they?
Oh.
Are they? Is that sexual tension, Mark Ellis?
I don't
No.
think that they're actively thinking, but I think that they're like, hey,
They don't
if,
think?
if we get out of this, I wonder what it would be like if we went to the
Look,
Olive Garden
little,
one night.
little hug on the beach,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah, hug on Pound
Look,
Town Beach.
I-
All right, everybody relax.
Okay.
Everybody
Okay.
just
Calm it
settle
down.
down.
That is.
I'm gonna go get some
that
mixed
is-
nuts.
Yeah. I have.
You are a mixed nut.
I've never experienced sexual tension in my life, but I know that's not it.
You get some applesauce and some ribs while you're up? No? Grace, lock the door. That's a
Lord's
pissed off
design
face.
of the world here.
He's got a-
too.
Love
What did he do?
scare.
George designed this world? Is that what he said?
No.
No, I
Just
think
we love
George
this.
designed
Yeah.
Oh.
And people sometimes, yeah, there was a little bit, John, like a beach planet. Yeah, a
Yeah,
beach,
The beach
planet.
planet worked great. I think that also stays. I mean, the frozen planet. I love that. A sand planet. I mean,
I'm
yeah.
sure there's a side of Endor that has like a tropical
Well,
paradise.
we know Par Coruscant is
Yeah.
is not just city.
right,
We know,
right. Good point.
Why is that guy all pissed off?
Because he's
They're all.
yeah,
They all think they're about to die,
yeah. And this ship doesn't have a bathroom.
and they're right. They are about to die.
Yeah.
Right.
Spoiler.
This was the cool part of the like. This is when it started to really. They promised that war film part of it.
Yeah,
And
oh,
this is when
yeah.
you really got that. Obviously, not just because of the battle, but just everything
Yeah.
that they're going through, the desperation, the odds stacked against them. Worked good. I think I'm good with the speeches though.
I liked him better than I thought it would go in. It was one of my favorite parts of the trailer.
No, I just think that we just had got one about 2 minutes ago. I think that we're overloaded
Look,
on the speech.
I have zero problem, and in fact, enjoy Jin as the leader.
I do
I
too.
think that is great.
but
have
I
no-
just space out the speeches. Is all I'm saying. Maybe in like 10 minutes from now we get another
Yeah.
speech.
It would bother me if I didn't like the speeches, but I
I like the speech.
speeches.
I just think that they're not spaced enough. No pun intended. Ah,
I don't get it.
And yet he still has the goggles and not used them once.
no.
Look, I'm telling you, no one has taken a shower from the beginning of this movie to now, and it drives me crazy.
Well, they're on a
Take
beach
a
planet.
take a dip in the water.
Then that's a scene they cut out.
It's like Burbank.
It does.
Does not look like Burbank.
That's Jeremy Johnson's apartment right there.
I'd be able to convince my wife to move to Burbank a lot easier if it looked like that.
You can actually buy a figure of the Imperial flight crew officer.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Makes sense.
one of those.
How the hell did he crack this thing like this?
Inspection teams, another time-honored
think
Star
Lobot
Wars
was-
tradition.
I thought Lobot was going to show up in this movie.
Lobot, huh?
Yeah. I was wrong.
You were wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe episode 8.
I would like to see that. And Billy D. Williams also going to be at Star Wars Celebration.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 40-year anniversary.
Great.
Oh, did you get the ribs?
Oh, good. Something crutchy for an audio podcast.
I just had the weirdest bathroom interaction of all time.
With?
No, some guy that works in somewhere else here. And there's 2 urinals there. And I go in. I'm thinking about the applesauce thing. I'm giggling at something Ken said. And then I take a sip of my glass as I'm peeing. And so it's like it's coming in as it's going out. And it made me giggle. And the guy next to me kind of looks over. And then I just kept laughing.
Some maniac.
I was dying laughing.
Like Scrum.
And the
Soldier
guy would
Scrum.
not stop peeing. Like he held up next to me
That's
the
a good.
whole
That's
time.
a pro. That's a
Oh
pro.
my god.
Yeah, man.
The detail in this movie, though, is incredible.
Yeah.
Costumes. Was it up for costuming?
I don't believe
It's
so.
unfair.
Well,
Unfair, yeah.
I got to look at what was nominated, but these costumes are pretty
They're
damn
great.
spectacular.
Yeah.
It was CGI. Was. Nobody knows that that's. How does that? How do those clothes fit on Jin though? That guy. Was that small?
Look, it's my favorite part of.
It was a small guy who walked
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
It was a small
Yeah.
guy. You're
Oh.
right. It's my favorite part of
Conveniently.
Raiders of the Lost Ark when Indiana puts on the jacket. It's too small.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
needs to happen more in movies.
Yes.
I like that.
That's a
They got-
great
they got
moment
cut
of
off,
fan
yeah.
service.
I'll take that.
So he's the only one that says it. In this movie.
This looks like
Yeah.
a Disney World shuttle that like
It
takes
does.
you.
It's going to be in the Disneyland.
Yeah, could be, man.
yeah.
Yeah, no, you actually have a take part in a ground war.
Yeah.
Poor Krennic. Poor Krennic.
He's just always showing up at the wrong
Yeah.
place.
But see, wouldn't you think this is like where all the Imperials go to like just party? This is like where they do their retreat.
you want to get stationed here.
Yeah.
You imagine the downtime here. There's
Yeah.
probably some nice tiki bars down there, some
love the water
Twi'leks serving you.
Right.
It's this is the detail you
The
want.
artist got to get a lot more credit.
Yeah.
The guy who designed the whole thing.
I think it's one of the underrated. And I don't know if they just grabbed K2SO because he was the droid they found, but it's smart to have an Imperial droid and reprogram it
Yeah.
because it gives you more credibility when you're
Yeah.
sneaking in
One of
somewhere.
these assholes.
Now here,
walking
now
around.
we talk about the uniform size. One of my little nitpicky things. Cassian clearly not keeping up with the Imperial facial hair standards. No one's gonna question that.
That scene, by the way, what they said, they shut down like a London train station, right? For like.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like this,
It's called the Tube over there, Christian. It's the Tube.
I don't care. It's not true. I care.
It's a beautiful palm tree, so
Yeah.
don't scare it.
Little reference to New Hope there with the TK-15.
Yeah.
Oh, just like that, they're down.
Look,
Dude, that is
No
a
flip,
strong
no flip.
staff.
some guys have hard
And
sticks.
he's,
All right.
he's force sensitive.
Oh, this
Now
guy
that
hit
I
his head in
believe.
his tree.
That I
Yeah, he hit
believe.
his head in a tree.
And,
Yeah.
and the barrel of a gun.
I would suggest that the initial impact was harder than the follow-up hitting his head on the tree.
Yeah.
Well, he smashed it.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Now that.
Now that I
You're
like.
out.
Stormtrooper armor really is useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, useless.
Doesn't protect you against blaster fire. Doesn't
Anything.
protect you
Nothing.
against sticks.
Flips.
Insults. Anything. Yeah. Oh,
See, Krennic is like the sophomore who gets picked on by seniors, so he
Yes.
in turn picks on the 8th graders.
Yeah.
This part, from here on out, though, I mean, this is a almost flawless.
Oh, you're good. It's yeah. This is a disturbing
Yeah.
scene.
And then all these boots on the ground, this feel
Yeah.
like this is just a great war movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
A
said that
great
we were making
DLC in Battlefront is the Scarif stuff. Still play it.
Mhm.
Waiting for you to give it a shot, Christian.
Still waiting on those ribs.
It's gonna be so weird next time I'm in the bathroom with that guy.
Good luck with your face.
33%. That's not bad.
That doesn't seem like a very efficient
No,
I know
sightline
that guy.
helmet.
does not.
No.
Well, keeping in
I think he was at a
the
New Year's
imperial
Eve party I
tradition
had
of
once. Not even kidding.
helmets not allowing you to
Not
see
joking.
clearly.
Huh?
Forget it.
Sorry.
That guy. Awesome.
Oh,
Love this shot that we're about to see with Krennic watching this happen.
Yeah. This movie reminds me of Tropic Thunder.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that ain't an accident.
You see that's like not again.
Right. Go.
Do I have to do
bringing up the
everything?
garrison. It would be a shame if I'd have to leave a garrison.
It's funny. Like, your first instinct is to hit them, and it's like, oh no, wait, no, they
Right.
think we're all cool here.
Right.
So are those biker scout looking ones? Are they like more sandy because it's like camouflage?
Shore troopers.
It's
They
like
are
beach
ranked
camouflage?
higher than normal stormtroopers.
Well, yeah, because
This is
they get
specialized
to hang out on the
class.
beach.
Yeah.
Right. That gun, man, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man, brutal.
That's
brutal.
the gun you want on your side.
Easily. Like a Gatling gun. God, that Death Star looks good.
Does.
I love that callback to
Old school.
A New Hope.
Yeah.
Where Tarkin is like, I'm going to stand in the middle. Everybody at least 30 feet away.
Yeah.
Right.
Walk over to me and tell me your news. Do not shout.
Right.
I do forget this other Imperial officer's name, but I believe he is based on someone at the table in New Hope.
That's cool.
I think he is that character. I just can't remember that name, so I'll probably lose the
Is
contest.
this dude who gets choked by Vader?
No,
It
that's
is cool to
Modi.
watch that episode 4 scene though, at
Yeah.
the table, and seeing that empty seat and that being Krennic's seat.
Well, yeah, there's a couple empty seats, but yeah, I think you have to imagine one
Pablo
of them is.
said this. When I remember he tweeted
Yeah.
Jazz at this, and he pointed
Yeah,
to that
yeah,
chair. Said this
yeah.
seemed like.
They
That
should
guy is
re-release
Here's
it
Chopper.
and
Here's
put a
Chopper.
nameplate.
There's
Chopper.
Chopper.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Mom.
He looks like he's a bit part in every Tim Burton movie.
And credit where credit is due. Genevieve O'Reilly as Mon Mothma. I think is really
great.
great, and
She's
glad
great,
that she's continuing the character on
Yeah.
Rebels.
Yeah.
I love that little subtle dodge of the.
Yeah. See, I'm liking this music. I think it's nice accompaniment.
okay.
It feels very Return of the
Yeah.
Jedi
I'm o-
Endor Forest
I'm okay with
battle.
the music.
to me.
I think that the biggest problems I have with the music are gone now. Or was that I think the Mustafar one was my biggest problem.
This is so loud.
It
And
was
just
so loud and
bong.
just like evil, evil.
What if they had a guy? Evil stuff.
Yeah. No, the music's good from here on out.
Woo!
That was great.
God,
Now
you
again,
needed them in there.
We
Needed
still don't
them
know
in.
how Radiss's shift left with the 10 of 4 on it, and R2 and 3PO weren't on it yet, but they're on it at the end.
The transfer.
Okay, I can accept that head canon. I just
Ken, you're what we call a buzzkill.
Yeah. That could be a transfer. I'm okay with that.
wah wah.
Who'd like to hear a good story about a bridge?
It must be a young.
Did he say we
Ludacris.
got rogues everywhere?
Rebels.
The Rebels.
Oh. I love just like all the BS like comm that he has to rig up out of
Yeah. Great.
nothing. He's very MacGyver in that way.
How am I gonna get out of this one?
Why does no one have a tan though? I still want that.
I wanted to see her pull whatever those batons are out and use them.
Oh yeah, she didn't really
Well,
use
that's
those.
that's to guide in the ships.
Oh right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
I still think they could kill stormtroopers.
Yeah, by pointing them
Oh,
out.
I love this shot. This is
Yeah.
walkers in Star Wars.
Yep.
Still one of the best things.
I don't like how easy they go down in Rebels though.
I would agree with you there, but that oof. ATACTs.
Yeah.
That's me when someone says their chips and salsa are done.
When Kanan takes lightsabers to their legs,
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay.
No, it's not. I mean,
Well, lightsaber would
why-
slice right through
Why
it.
didn't Luke do that in Empire?
He didn't think about it.
He didn't know he wasn't a fully trained Jedi.
I think
Neither-
Qui-Gon
neither
would have
can-
run up and like.
Oh,
put a
this is
lightsaber
it.
there.
Where's the ghost?
Yeah.
Where's the ghost?
It's coming.
There's
It's coming.
Radiss's ship, Profundity.
There it is. There it is. There
Oh,
it
I
is.
see it.
General Merrick.
Yes.
Yeah. John Dutch Vander.
He just passed away.
He did.
Dave Dravis, Red Leader.
Oh, you think? Those are rebels.
Yeah, you are no Moff Jer Gerard, I'll tell you that.
Those are Rebel Honda Civics.
Watch your tongue.
Attack formations. Defensive fleet. Blue squadron, get to the surface before they close that gate. Copy, Your Admiral. Blue squadron, on me. Copy, Blue Leader. Copy, Blue Leader. We won't have long.
About the
Man,
end.
if you play a Rebel pilot,
Yeah.
you've won line. You got to knock that out of the park.
Yeah.
You think about it, the Empire didn't really have that much of a run.
And, yeah, 19-year run.
Not really, not that long.
19,
You look at it,
21-year
like,
run. 22
yeah.
if you count Skara or Jakku.
Compare that to the Romans.
Yeah. Oh.
Apparently, they're more of an empire that kind of moved around, you know? Because
brutal.
they're exploring all this dark territory and hiding
Brutal.
out, and
True.
panics me. I don't like when you shove that much into canon.
It's a B-side to the Rolling Stones single, Fighting in the Streets.
Means we're trapped. Yep.
There's
Street
sex on the
fighting
beach.
man.
And this was the majority of the stuff that was changed,
Yeah.
which I think works a lot better.
The more I hear about the other alternate endings, I'm happy with what we got.
You can find all those alternate endings on Collider.com. Nice plug.
Bobby, tell me you're out. Bobby.
There are. I mean, it is nice also that these are really some of the most relevant heroes of the rebellion.
Well, and there's a sense of destiny that the movie brings in here because if as you watch how the rest of it plays out, every single one of them that was on Rogue One, they play a pivotal part
Yep.
in it all coming together.
Right. And the sense of embracing one's own destiny, that you play a role in a much bigger thing.
Yes.
I know that glance, kind of like they both know it's over. I wish Cassian would have had a little bit more of a moment with K2SO, though, before.
Yeah.
Before he goes. So mind you, these ATACs, ATACTs are transports. This is like if a UPS truck was in a battle.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
not like battle?
Yeah, they're
Wait.
transport. They're cargo transports.
So they're not really battle.
They're not as strong, maybe.
That's why they get taken out of
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
Maybe.
what a great! That's one of those
Yeah.
seminal moments in the trailer where it's like, we are in for some good
Yeah.
Star Wars.
And that is why. That's apparently why the TIE Fighter
Yes.
part got taken out.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, some people may be wondering, how come a speeder couldn't shoot an AT-AT and bring it down, but an X-Wing can? Again, going back to the old West End Games rulebook, which established a lot of the canon, speeders and starfighters are different scales. Then the weaponry on starfighters are a lot more powerful
Well,
than
also
the
what
weaponry
Ken
on
said,
speeders.
those
That's-
particular AT-ATs are very different.
But yeah,
and,
but you're
you know,
right. Those speeders, they're just
Yeah.
flicking up against the.
Would anybody like to smoke some pot?
I think we all did.
I didn't. That's why I know all these facts.
That's how you keep them. And the ghost again. There it is.
There's the ghost.
I don't know if I'd feel comfortable sitting on a plate of glass
Right.
in
No.
a space battle.
Well, can you breathe in space?
Yes, that's the line. That have lines. That's what she said.
You think that's what Cassian is thinking right now?
No, I don't.
Start probing that shit.
That blue? No, it wasn't blue.
But
That was Blue from Old School.
In a prequel, right?
great stuff.
I love that sound effect in Star Wars
Yeah.
too, that alarm kind of thing.
Here we go. Here's Mustaine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a space monkey right there.
Great gun.
Ah, great.
How
I
does he
love
not have a bigger part though?
I know. It was
Give
tragic.
him more to do.
It's
You know,
tragic.
originally he was supposed to be Jin's love interest.
Yes.
Who was
He
it?
might
That's
have
a
been.
fact.
He
Yeah.
might.
Those blue X-wings look good, man.
See, this looks like the line in Star Tours.
Still never been on it.
Really?
Who are
No.
you?
You're gonna
I
laugh
find that
because
shocking.
I know, me too.
when you go on it, the welcome droid sounds exactly like our engineer Adam.
Oh, that's true.
Hello, welcome to Star Tours. Good to see you.
That actually sounds just like him.
Oh, that's fine. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You
absolutely.
will have fun today.
This is one of the those games at the pizza parlor where you try to win a prize. It's all an illusion.
This is the Terminator 2 scene. I mean,
Yeah.
It's one of the best scenes and the most
Yeah.
sad.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, the
Okay.
Stormtroopers are worthless. They're absolutely worthless. When he got shot there,
Yeah.
that's when I knew it was
you
over.
knew something
Yeah.
bad was
yeah,
happening.
Yeah. With that hole, I'm like, oh, he ain't making it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That man is so good. It looks like his right.
Yeah,
part-
I don't know.
No, you can't
I don't
tell.
know how you do that seamlessly. It looks amazing.
Yeah. Well, they went. The hearing them how they went through the archives to because there was a bunch of footage that wasn't used, and they were able to see
Yeah.
it and then use it. Ah, that is such a great scene.
Yeah.
Look at that shot.
That's what you're up
That is
against.
So awesome. Who's that? Who's
Helen Mirren.
that? It sounded like her. Yep. Where's Akbar at this point? Do we know?
He and Radis don't get along, so they fight.
You're making that
I'm
up.
making
Yeah.
that part
Oh,
up.
I was literally about
I'm telling
to.
you, that guy has been at a New
They're
Year's Eve
actually
party.
roommates on Mon Cal.
No one
Yeah.
cares. Yeah, this guy.
He's been at a New Year's Eve party.
Yeah,
of yours?
I know that guy. I don't know how I know him, but I know him. A very
Love
rude wife. I remember.
You're.
I think.
I'm not even family to tell these stories.
For Jeddah, they scream. For Jeddah.
For Jeddah.
Dude.
That I want to know the story with that. God, that looks so
yeah, that's
good.
that like.
Story of what?
And suddenly they have a job opening for a new Red 5.
Here we go.
Yeah, I loved that. I loved that. I was disappointed there was no Porkins cameo.
I don't think they had any footage of him.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
You could maybe one of them like screams Porkins in an intercom. He should be here.
Yeah.
He was one of the best pilots going into that battle in A New Hope. He was pretty
Yeah,
highly ranked.
Bull leader goes out here, doesn't he?
Porkins had a day off. TIE Strikers.
Porkins Day Off.
Porkins day off.
Weekend at Porkins.
new
It's a
standalone
great
Candle,
movie.
yeah, I like it.
2020 standalone movie.
Candalone.
There's something about Porkins.
Yeah.
I'll stop.
I would prefer that. That's not fun to walk around.
Very
with
Back
that.
to the Future.
This is
Yeah,
me
yeah.
trying to set up
I
cables
was,
in
you
the
know
studio.
what? I was trying to figure out like what movie they reminded me of. Thanks for that.
Oh, you couldn't get. No.
Maybe we wouldn't have won.
No.
I know it now. You told me.
No, I really couldn't tell if you were mocking me right there. Or not.
No, I didn't remember. I was like, oh, shit!
Oh.
Yeah.
It turns out it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was
No,
for a new
come on.
small mail
Why
transport.
are they just taking this guy out at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're in the middle of. Well, maybe they don't know for sure he's not.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
got an
rebel.
imperial insignia on. Yeah.
It's the same reason why you don't take out a bomb sniffing like droid
Yeah.
or like right.
Right,
It's
you might
like
be doing
it's
something
near
good.
sensitive
Yeah,
equipment.
Yeah, all right.
No, I just don't want to hit the equipment.
Right.
Look at this guy still
going.
playing ball.
Yeah, but he starts getting tatted up here.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. Our favorite character in the movie's dying. Take all the time you need.
Yep. And they're doing the Toy Story, the claw.
Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah, this is
This is like going to get microfiche
Yeah.
at the library.
Do?
oh.
Oh man. Oh man. Nice play,
That's
buddy.
sad.
Yep.
Robot death is not to be overlooked, man.
No.
That's sad stuff.
You're
Well,
right.
it goes-
Terminator 2.
Yeah.
RoboCop.
But that goes back to what you were saying before. Is that it's not just the sticky characters. Like you cared about this character all the way through. So like that was the one that emotionally you could feel it in the theater when that happened.
Yeah.
That's why I brought it up early in the review. I was going to call it back. And
And it was my first indicator, along with many others, that, this is the way it's going to go. There's going to be
Yeah.
some deaths
Yeah.
coming up.
I remember talking on Jedi Council, all of us, when we all said, like,
Everyone's
going to this
gonna
movie, look, if this is going to be at all consistent with the Star Wars universe, none of these people
Yeah.
are making it out.
Yeah.
Prepare
Yeah,
yourself.
I was kind of resigned to the fact that we're not going to see any of these people again. I was hoping for the Space Monkey, but
Yeah.
Well, he may still pop up.
yeah.
It was the K2. I mean, I went in thinking everybody was going to die, but when K2SO
Yeah.
went, I was like, oh yeah,
They're doing it. They're committed to this idea.
Yeah.
And then they all start getting picked off
And
left
then
and
everyone
right here.
starts dying.
It really is a credit to the movie when we were watching this at the premiere, Ken,
Yeah.
for the first
Oh.
time.
How was that? How was the shrimp?
I'm not sitting here like waiting to see which character gets hit by Vader or if they're going to call in Vader. Vader's not even in my head
No,
right now.
Yeah,
not at all.
yeah.
This was I actually missed Bodhi's death in the theater.
Because you were pooping
Crying?
again.
No, I was
Guy
in the
took
theater.
3 poops during the
That's
movie.
definitely not true. I was in the theater though, and my mother-in-law was on the phone with my wife. It was this whole story no one wants to hear about.
Again.
Very.
Between the New Year's Eve story.
There he is.
Labor Day,
There he is.
2001.
Goodbye. Rest in peace, Bistain.
True story. Biston was at a
See,
Memorial
now
Day
that's-
party.
That's a good story. See, he
Might
could have bailed out.
might
He
have
could
been
have bailed
McCoog.
out.
And
hope
shave
so.
after a week.
Here comes the pain.
Yeah, those your boys, Ken.
Oh, yeah.
Death Troopers 6'5" and above. They're like Detroit
It's-
Pistons.
Did they say 6'5" or you just make?
No, they're roughly 6'5" and
Wow,
above,
yeah.
all of them.
They're the Bill Lambier of outer
Yeah.
space.
Well,
Dennis
big-
Rodman's in one of the costumes.
They're like the assassins. They're like special ops team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just picking people off left and right. Look at those guys.
That's your boy.
Yeah, that's him. Well, I guess he won't be coming over
Man,
next
he
year.
took that shot like
Yeah.
a
Probably
champ.
going to 4
Right.
New Year's Eve parties.
Yeah.
I'd pull a hangnail and I'm calling out for a day.
This is a tough jump to make. It's
Jump.
somebody who's done it before.
Yep.
That's
Ooh,
Oh, I'm
somebody-
dying.
rough.
I made an
It's done
attempt
this-
like that when I worked at
Yeah.
a movie theater.
I'm
I
dying
break
if I do
my-
that.
My wrist.
Yeah.
It's true.
It never happened.
That
ever.
absolutely did happen.
Really?
I made a leap and I missed.
Wow.
Workman's comp did not cover it.
You've got to have strong fingers to pull that off. I'm dying here.
Hang on. Christian's on the phone.
This part is great but sad. I love this part coming up.
Oh, yeah. This is
I got it. Oh.
another emotional moment right here.
This guy?
He had all the enthusiasm
Yeah.
of RB3. But I got it. I can
Yeah.
do it.
That's a team player right there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's dead now.
Well, he just stuck his head out of it.
In retrospect, it was really smart of me not to wear a white tux to this movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Because everybody would have thought it was like a Krennic costume. Yeah. I did notice Mendelsohn at the premiere of The Force Awakens kind of giving me a second look.
Oh, yeah?
Huh?
Maybe you thought you were Topher Grace. Hey, they're friends. Uh-oh.
Nice move. All right, really got to suck it up here.
Yeah.
And he knows.
He knows this is
destiny.
it. This is
Yeah.
time. It's time to do
Yeah.
it.
Great hallmark of classic Star Wars battles is you're giving us a lot to focus
Yep.
on, and you're cutting
Back
between
up,
them
yeah.
very, very well.
Yep.
By the way, I tried this tactic crossing the street in Burbank. Don't recommend it.
No.
Don't recommend it.
Perry got a
Well, you made it.
jaywalking ticket.
When did
Perry
I told
got
her?
a jaywalking
I
ticket.
told her.
She's
I
bringing
jaywalk
that
all the
new
time, never got a
that
ticket.
New
I
York
told her.
sensibility to Burbank
told
doesn't
her.
fly.
I told her that was going to happen. It happened to me 3 times out here.
Nice hit. Nice hit.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That old school.
Old school, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Ooh, that doesn't feel good for anybody.
Yeah.
Oh. If he was a stormtrooper, he'd be
When
dead.
his back hit that beam,
Yeah.
that was the first time he's like, I'm probably not actually getting laid tonight.
No, why? Why didn't he say the chant on the way back?
We'll
Yes,
never
he
know.
knew. That was his destiny.
That was it. He was
knew.
done.
He was checking out.
He's only getting one
He
shot
knew
at
he
this.
was going to get there,
Yeah.
and that's as far as he was going to go.
Remember when Bates, when he gave up the fact that Donnie Yen died?
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
the celebration.
Celebration.
Yeah.
I mean, it ended up not being that big of a thing because we just kind of assumed.
You kind of assume, but he
yeah.
still
Yeah.
let everybody know.
Yeah. It's a nice little Han Solo now believing in the Force kind of moment, you know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's always made fun of his religion, like,
Not
you
always. He
Catholic.
was.
He was a
already
will.
under
He
will.
was-
He's
yeah,
he's
he-
somebody who
Yeah.
then lost his way.
He stopped. He stopped going to Sunday school.
Yeah,
Mark.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I
So
can't
is
wait-
that the Carillion Corvette right there that we just got a quick glimpse
The
of?
blockade runner type shit.
Just a
Yeah,
ghost.
yeah.
Ghost just flew by again. I can't wait though to see that because they're going to recreate this whole battle in Rebels,
Yeah, that's what Filoni was hinting at,
Yeah.
right? It'd be interesting.
Really?
I hope they
Yeah.
do that.
and they're going to. But you're going to see it in the
Or hope they
perspective of, like,
have. They
Hera.
would have already done it, created it. Love my Y-wings. Team Y-wing to the end
Yeah,
of
these are
time.
just beautiful.
A lot of Y-wing action in this movie.
Y-Wings are kind of like the
They're the
Toyota
work.
Corollas.
They're the workhorse of the Rebel fleet, my friend.
It's like a Dodge Stratus.
I love this. Radiss's finest moment, other than helping. The goggles are off, John. I'm sorry.
There it is. They finally come off.
Steven Stanton kicking butt.
Yeah. He's got a lot of lines in this.
Oh, yeah, it's a big character. You can see our interview with him on Jedi Council.
Oh, can you? Tell me more about this Jedi Council
He's also
show.
on our
But
Star
it
Wars
is
Rebels show.
interesting that the communications could get through.
Mm-hmm.
That signal could get through, but
But not
communicating
the-
data.
Let me
Not
hear
the
your best
data.
Radis, Ken.
It's like having cell signal, but not being able to watch
Bring up
YouTube.
the Hammerheads Corvettes.
Pretty good.
I have an idea.
Do the Mon
I love the
Calamari's
look
have
on his
trouble
face here.
walking?
Yeah.
Just resignation.
Why are they
Yeah.
always in the movie seats?
This
And the Empire guys are walking around all over the place.
Mon Calamari are.
Are they not
they're
big walkers?
In, they're good.
Now, does he know Bodhi's dead yet, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think he sees with that.
Yeah.
That
He knows it's
time
all
is-
going to shit.
Time's
Yeah.
going. Yeah, it's fading away.
Now, I'm just going to kill a lot of guys.
Yeah. Oh, he runs out of bullets eventually, doesn't he?
I
Or
think he
cartridges,
just-
whatever.
At this point, this is like
No, he runs out of how many shots he can take.
Yeah.
yeah, this is like when James Earl Jones walks into the corn at Field of Dreams. He just
Yeah.
wants to hang out with his
But
friends
you,
again.
you forget how relevant this is, too, because he's taking out Death Troopers.
He wants to go see Pie Trainer, the Trish Speaker. Is that what he's doing?
He wants to go see Mel Ott.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna do it.
See you in 2 seconds, buddy.
If I go that way, Mark, I'm not smiling at you before I go. All right, just so you know.
Well, Mark would beat that, too, wouldn't he?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I would ninja my way out.
Of death?
Yeah, I leave the party before it dies.
Well,
Love the
I like
random
I love
automatically
that
closing.
same type of Empire technology,
Yeah.
looking like.
There you go. Yep.
Well, actually, it was not necessarily because Bespin. I don't know who that was built by.
as featured in Star Wars
There's
Rebels.
also a latch like that in the Millennium Falcon too that
Yeah.
he comes out
Right.
of. Then there's also the latch that
Oh, love this sequence.
No, it's just great.
Yeah,
Love this sequence.
that's
Yeah.
that ship is in Rebels.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
See-
the Leia brings them. That's the Princess
Oh,
Leia
right,
yeah,
episode.
right.
this is just awesome.
Yeah,
This is such a cool
Yeah.
like maneuver of ingenuity and desperation.
Meanwhile, at Time Warner Cable,
I'm just going to take my time, look around.
right.
get your bearings. Again,
Netflix-
not a lot of railings in the Empire.
no,
or
the
the- or the
Empire
First
not
Order.
a fan of railings.
Yeah, or the
No,
First
well,
Order.
we know that in the Force Awakens. Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
PC load letter of the Star Wars universe.
Need to
look,
talk to
they're
Jen about her
railings.
TPS
yeah,
reports.
really, they're out there. They're okay, I guess. You know.
Okay, so they cut out the TIE fighter. Who was in the TIE fighter in the deleted scene?
I
Have
think
they
it was
said
just a regular tie.
that? Oh, okay.
It was supposed to get shot out of the sky
Yeah.
immediately by an X-wing.
Yeah,
So
the reason I heard that they took it out was because it was almost identical to the scene with the AT-AT. They shoot the rocket at the AT-AT, it turns its head back, it's about to kill you, and then an X-Wing comes in, takes it outside.
Right.
And apparently in that shot with the tie sitting there, same thing was
His
supposed
face
to
is
happen.
hit, right?
And X-Wing
Yeah.
comes through, and they
Face.
finish too repetitive.
Face.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, look at the way it just hold. That
Love
is
it.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. That's one of those things we had not seen in a Star Wars film before that I quite enjoyed.
Nope.
Yeah. That's a cool little ship. Yeah, everybody was expecting that TIE fighter thing to happen
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Then when that bridge got blown to pieces, like, I guess that's not happening.
Not so much.
All right, just the whole rebellion riding on you, kid. Mr. Bond.
If he had just shot, end of movie. End of Star Wars.
The reverse James Bond villain speech.
Yep.
Your signal will never reach the present days. All your ships in the air will be destroyed. I lose nothing but time. You, on the other hand, die with the rebellion.
Maybe next time you just shoot her.
Yep.
Yeah. Mendelsohn, I mean, or Krennic hasn't really been effective that way.
Yeah. He's not the best.
No.
He was never really a guy of
Good engineer, but
of action when it comes to battle, though. You know,
Right.
he was more climbing through the ranks on the
Yeah.
fancy lad side of things.
now you see the Hammerhead Corvette gets
Did they pull it
killed
away?
there. There's a lot of speculation. I believe they
The what?
they
They got
escape pod out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of data.
AOL dial-up going on there.
It's weird that C-3PO forgot how much he hated space travel because he just endured some of this stuff.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a good literal point.
Wouldn't it be just like the rebellion to like not have a Dropbox account? Like
Dropbox
this
is full.
It's gonna take 10 minutes. If you want to upgrade to premium storage, Radis is like, does anyone have the company card?
I bet Akbar took it.
And that's why he doesn't like him. Yeah.
Love this shot. This is
Yeah, that's just gorgeous right
good
there.
music cue. That was when I
Second he
was
said
like,
that,
oh, I
But when he
forgot.
said that, I was thinking like, okay, so is he gonna
Episode 4.
is it gonna be an aerial battle?
Right.
Or just a scene from
Yeah.
episode 4.
I thought,
Yeah.
I thought maybe his tie advance would start
But I
flying
remember
around or something.
thinking, the first time I saw it again, Ken, at the premiere, that
Oh,
this
yeah,
was
I was
so
home that
great,
night
and I
crying.
liked Vader's cameo that I didn't need any more Vader. The first time I saw this. Now, subsequent viewings, I probably would have been like, "Oh, it'd be nice to have another scene with him." But this movie is so complete right now. This is a great film right now.
I'm surprised you
Yeah,
didn't
but it's a
sense
nice
the
way to
sexual
tie it
tension in
in.
that scene
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
between Krennic and the Death Star.
Symbolic Krennic looking up and seeing his own
Yeah.
machine is
Now,
about
how many
to
reactors
go
did
up.
they use here? One again?
He said, yeah, one
One
second
reactor.
This is all great. Just such a
Yep.
great callback to A New Hope.
Ryan Johnson, one of those operators there.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh, takes out Krennic up top.
That's right. Just skims the top.
Love this. This is the soul of this battle right
Yeah.
here.
Steven Stan had a lot of makeup
It's-
on when we had this.
Yeah, Paul Casey inside the actual costume. We should give credit there.
So is that our ship in the middle right there? Just
No,
Oh, man. Oh.
That is
that's like when I drop my Lego sets.
surprise. See, and now we get Vader again. That's right.
Suddenly you remember.
But so it's
This
like,
is
oh,
a
cool,
deep
they showed
impact
this
shot.
again.
Yeah, they're finally on a date, according to Mark.
I'm telling you, if they made it out of this alive, he would probably ask her out.
But why not even take a shot to get off the planet this time, like they did in Jeddah?
Well, I think they just know
There's
there's,
just
no
no
way,
ships anywhere
there's nowhere to
around.
go.
Yeah, I mean, the whole
Yeah.
third act has been about a resignation to one's own destiny.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you
Kinda
like
like
the flick?
Me after Chipotle.
If this is Joseph Campbell's Hero with 1,000 Faces, we're at face like number 995.
Definitely do like the prequel tie-in here.
Yeah.
The music.
Oh, Vader Gundam get pissed.
But see, even when he said that, I thought he was talking about the first scene in A New Hope.
Yeah.
When he said prepare a boarding party, I'm like, oh, that's a cool tie-in. Okay,
Sure.
let's end this movie.
Cassian lets her stare at the explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Joined by Mark Riley.
You can find that on the
Dennis,
internet also. By the way.
Again, beautiful shot of the
Yeah.
destruction.
I mean, it really is beautiful. It's a piece of art, this Death Star.
And Vader's on his way over.
Yeah.
Daddy's
And,
coming home.
Yeah.
Lambda-class shuttle, some TIE bombers.
Honey, I had
You're
a tough
trouble.
day.
There it is.
Classic Star Wars
Yep.
graphics there. I'm like, yeah, when this was going down,
I'm
I was
like-
excited.
The second this started happening, I knew he was coming.
Yeah.
No,
this part?
I thought
Really?
it ends right here because you could still tie this to the beginning of A New Hope, and then this happens.
Yeah.
I thought it was
And
going
I'm
to be like,
starting to think.
I thought it was
Wait a
gonna be
minute, it's
like,
too dark in there.
Right.
oh yeah, this is great.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
choice.
the
And then
music.
you hear the breathing.
Run, dude, run.
Well, it reminded me of. Did you read Battlefront yet? After
I have not yet.
Oh,
I
it
have not
reminds me
yet.
of a scene in Battlefront.
Oh my God, this is awesome.
Yep. Greatest horror scene in
He's
any movie.
It's a
Going
good horror. It
one-handed,
really
he
is.
went up, and
Chopped
then
it.
watch.
Guts him.
He
Guts the
remembers
ceiling.
about the
Yeah.
guy, and he behind the back,
All of that.
all at once. Whew.
How cool would it be to play Vader in this scene? Are you
Oh
kidding me?
my gosh.
He really likes to kill people.
Yep.
He
Yeah.
does.
The door finally opens. I love
Yeah.
this shot.
That guy-
This is great.
That guy hurt his ankle.
Yeah.
Yep. There. Oh, when this came, when the
We're
lights
launched.
came on here, I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
And here we go.
yep.
The blockade
I
runner
really
is
thought
loose.
Vader was going to use the Force like he does in Star Tours and be like, wait a minute.
They should have played the Empire theme there, though.
it-
They should have.
It's there.
Yeah, I know,
It's there.
but it's right. Started off. I mean, it's a little bit. It's a little bit.
I'll take that. I'll take that nugget.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
I don't have a problem with the Leia.
I don't. I mean, it's not as good as the Tarkin one,
No.
but I'm glad the scene's here, especially in light of
Yeah.
what's since
Yeah.
happened.
Mhm.
Antilles.
Is that Antilles?
It's Bale or Antilles, the other Captain.
I think that looks. I think that looks better than Tarkin
Really?
to me. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Tarkin looks better, but I like the fact that it's there.
Well,
there we go.
There we go.
All right. Thank you to
What a
myself.
tremendous movie and a tremendous ending to
A
it.
lot
as well.
of writers on this project.
Noel came up with his star.
Yeah.
Widow wrote the first draft. All right. So, I mean, I think nothing really changed as far as
The story or anything.
No, but I mean, sometimes you watch a movie and it's like, oh, I see things a little differently now too. I feel the same way. First half takes a little bit, and then
Yeah.
the second half goes.
I
and-
love a lot of what's in the first half, but for me and John, I know you disagree. The third act is just
Oh,
so
it's-
much more
it's
entertaining to me.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, the biggest change in this viewing from my theatrical showings were as I saw the movie again and again in theaters. The middle part, I was like, "Let's get to Vader." Here, I really got to enjoy the part. What is it, Edu?
Edu, yeah.
Edu. That
What,
was
the,
a really
the planet. You mean?
yeah. It was
No,
it-
Scarif at the end.
It was no, Edu in the middle.
Oh,
Second
well,
half,
That was
yeah.
like the longest part for me, and but here I really enjoyed the
Yeah.
hell out of it. So
Well, there you go. That's the full commentary on Rogue One. Make sure you guys, if you're not already, leave your comments. Make sure you do all that stuff, and watch along with it. Watch any of the ones that we've done before. We've done episodes 1 through 7. Go and check those out. We have other commentaries up on the channel. If you're going to be at Star Wars Celebration, make sure you go and check us all out there. We'll be there. We'll have Jedi Council panels. We will have a Star Wars schmodown between it'll be a triple threat between John Campea, Ken Knapsack, and Darth Maul himself, Sam Witwer, will all be there. So I'd like to thank everybody here today. John, where can they find you?
You guys follow me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just add John Campea.
Ken Knapsack, besides 7-Eleven, where can they find you?
You can find me at 7-Eleven and peddling my Twitter handle at Ken Knapsack.
Mark Ellis.
it's all about Star Wars Celebration, Christian. And if they announce that Han Solo is not his real name, I will streak the convention.
When is this coming up?
Probably in a few days.
If in a few days, well, also make sure you check out WonderCon. That is going to be this Sunday. If it goes up in time, April 2nd, we will be there at the Anaheim Convention Center on Sunday doing a Schmodown panel. Come check us out. All right, guys, thanks again. Christian Harloff on Twitter and Instagram. This has been the Rogue One commentary. Peace out, Mother Fs.
Hey guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at Collider.